We are live, people. We are live. Welcome to the first In Motion Football Sunday night stream. My name is Alam, and today we have a lot to talk about. We're going to be talking through the games that happened today on this football Sunday, and then have the watch along going for the entirety of tonight's Sunday night game between Dallas and New York. Before we get started, just a quick reminder to make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel while you're here. That stuff definitely helps with the channel growing. And before we get into that, I want to set the tone for the conversations today about today's games, people. It is week one. So what that means is the things if you saw a good thing, if you saw a good trend or something that made you feel good about your team, you can acknowledge that. If you saw something bad, you can acknowledge that. But it is week one, people. Almost nothing that happened today will persist throughout the whole season. That is not how things work. If your team had a good thing going, that will not persist for a whole season because teams will scheme stuff up. 17 games, at some point, people will figure things out. And if your team sucked at something today, they have a lot of time to figure that stuff out. So we learned things, but the things we learned will change. So with that being said, man, we can get right into it. I got my guy Leon in the chat. Shout out Leon, Patriots fans. So for people who didn't watch the preview stream for the Eagles and Patriots game, me and Leon had a good conversation about that game and what would go on. Leon, I would ask, what do you think about some of the things I mentioned about the game as far as things the Patriots had going in their favor, things the Eagles had going in their favor? I'll start off with my thoughts. The game started. Obviously, the rain was a big part of how the game started. The Eagles definitely had a very conservative approach to the beginning of the game, running the ball a lot. I was actually surprised by how effective we could run the ball with Kenneth Gainwell on that first drive. And that wasn't a misplaced surprise because we couldn't sustain that for the rest of the game. But yeah, we got down the field. Patriots defense stood tall at the end of that drive. Patriots get the ball, basically make two big mistakes offensively. Both unfortunate, but ultimately, when your receiver has an opportunity to catch the ball and it goes upwards, that's a bad thing. So they did a bad thing. And then when Zeke fumbled, that was a bad thing. They did a second bad thing. Those two mistakes, in my opinion, handed the Eagles 10 points, right? So the pick six was 7. Did he make the extra point? Did he miss it? No, he made that extra point. So yeah, that was 7. Then I think the fumble, right? The way the game went, that fumble guaranteed Philadelphia a shot at 3 points. I give the Eagles offense credit for punching that in and getting the touchdown. So the Patriots basically hand us 10 points, and then the game turns in a major way. And here's how I think it turns. 1, the Patriots realized, let's target the Eagles linebackers and safeties. Now, I talked about those players being new and that potentially being a weak spot for the team. I'm not overly caught up with the fact that the Patriots could exploit that part of the field because everybody there is new. So it is reasonable for a bunch of new guys in one part of the field to take time to figure things out and gel. But the reality is the Patriots did figure that out correctly. They exploited it for 2 very good drives for touchdowns. And then that swung the momentum of the game. While they were doing that, I feel like once the Eagles were up 16-0, it feels like we were more concerned with not making mistakes. And I think that approach, I can see where it comes from, but I disagree with. So I think it comes from the fact that you're up 16-0. The Patriots offense isn't holding up too well. Why take a risk and potentially turn the ball over? Because that's the reality of playing against the Bill Belichick defense. New England in Foxborough, you take chances, they can punish you. They can get interceptions, they can get turnovers. So it almost felt like once we were up 16-0, the whole thing was let's just play mistake-free football. And what mistake-free football against that defense ended up being was ineffective football because we went 3 and out, I think 3 times in a row. And then from that point onwards, it was kind of a mixed bag on both sides. So there were times where the Eagles would get pass rush and disrupt Mac Jones. There were times where he'd be clean. There were times when the Patriots could get a couple runs here and there going, but then there were times where the Patriots couldn't run the ball at all. There were times where Mac Jones was dealing in the second half. There were times when he weren't, right? Everything was an up and down. I'd say almost everything came and went in the second half, right? The Eagles passing game, the Eagles running game. Second half was just a mishmash. I think both coaches made their in-game adjustments, and that resulted in a pretty contested second half, right? One thing I will say though is that I before this game I mentioned how the Colts had a very good game plan against the Eagles last year and held us to 17 points. And the nature of how they did that, like the schematic thing that they did, which was play a lot of cover one, New England does a lot of the same stuff. So they had a similar impact against us. In a lot of ways, this game felt like watching the Eagles against the Colts last year. Um, but yeah, they definitely frustrated us. One thing I'll notice, and I noticed, and one thing I'll say is I think Belichick showed Jalen Hurts so many things that either he hasn't seen before in the first half or things that he was like surprised to see. And I think what that did in the second half is it made Jalen Hurts skeptical of seeing things that surprised him in the play. And for that reason, he got very, very um he got very dependent on like his first target. That's how I'd say it. So it's like it felt like he's not dropping back, scanning the field, trying to look for something. It's almost like he chalked it up that look, the way they're getting to the quarterback defensively and the way they're disguising things on the in the coverage, I'm not going to be so effective in the game, like reading the defense and figuring out my opportunities and stuff like that, right? Feels like he before the play he figured out the safe option that he liked and he just went with it the whole second half, and that worked to like average success, right? It works sometimes, it didn't other times. The time he threw it deep in double coverage to AJ Brown was wild because he missed a wide open Dallas Goddard to throw to AJ Brown in double coverage. And for what it's worth, that worked a lot last year, and it probably will work a lot this year. AJ Brown can get the ball in double coverage, but it's not necessary when you have a guy that's wide open. But when you've decided already, I know exactly who I'm going for, who I know is a safe option. He's going to be somebody who makes a play on the ball. If the ball's in the air, it probably isn't going to be a pick. I'm just going to give him a chance, right? You then miss a wide open Dallas Goedert, right? Um, One of the last drives, I think the one that resulted in the field goal to get us that last field goal in the fourth quarter, when he threw the ball on third down to Dallas Goedert, I think he missed a wide open Devontae Smith. But again, I feel like prior to the play, figured out where he wanted to go with the ball and just stuck with it, right? Not great. I don't like the way just Jalen Hurts saw the field in that second half. I'm not overly concerned because I do think generally that is a strength of his. But I think he learned a tough lesson going up against Bill Belichick today. I think Bill Belichick almost like won the chess match mentally. Unfortunately, he just doesn't have the talent. I think that's what happened today. I think Belichick outcoached the Eagles coaches. We just so happen to have guys in the field that are better than the Patriots, and that's why we won, right? Um, Leon says we only had two starters in the O line and they performed well enough to potentially win the game. Absolutely, right? That's something that I think the Patriots coped with better as the game went on. So again, how I see the beginning of the game, right? I don't think the Patriots ran the ball all that well early, and I think basically like how would I say it? Yeah, Mac Jones wasn't particularly effective with the ball. Now he didn't throw that many passes prior to the fumble, right? Because I do think that's a turning point when the Eagles got 16 points. It did feel like the game changed at that point, right? But yeah, I feel basically what happened as the game went on, they threw the ball before the opportunity for the Eagles pass rushers to get to Mac Jones. They were throwing the ball quickly because I was looking for it. There came a point in time in the third quarter when I saw that we had no sacks, and I was like, look, what is going on, right? So I'm watching the defensive line exclusively, and I'm seeing that, like, you know what? They're doing a decent job of beating their guys and getting upfield, right? They're not smoking guys. Like, that's where the Patriots deserve credit on the line. They weren't getting smoked. Like, everybody did their job. But Mac Jones was just getting rid of the ball or making a guy miss before we could get a sack. So I definitely credit Mac Jones there for just like understanding how to mentally play a defense like the Eagles, right? I mentioned this to to Leon before the game because he was talking about, he's like, oh, so if you guys don't get pass rush, your defense probably isn't that effective, right? And I was like, yeah, that's fair. And then if you saw in that game, right, the whole thing that the Patriots were doing is let's get let's scheme up guys to be open against their zones early in the play, so that Mac Jones can get rid of the ball before the pass rush gets home, and like you're just banking on getting open in time for Mac to be able to get rid of the ball. And like it happened enough. It didn't always happen. There were times where Mac Jones got sacked. There were times where he had to scramble a little bit. There were times where he had to like throw the ball away. Like it didn't always work, but it worked enough for the Patriots to be in the game, um, like easily in the game, right? Like we at no point did it look like we were just gonna smoke New England, and smoking New England is like, I think it's a tough thing to do if somebody doesn't carry you, and nobody carried us today, right? Like nobody showed up and just played elite football on the field that the Patriots couldn't deal with. Jalen Hurts played okay. Thought the receivers played good, like nothing special, but the receivers played good. Dallas Goddard did not get in the game, not entirely his fault, partially his, like it was okay. The running back usage was bizarre. Gainwell was basically the like bell cow back. Swift got next to no run. Um, Rashad Penny wasn't active in the game. Boston Scott's not going to get run anyways. So it was a strange opening game, but like that's what week one is about. To add to the conversation about week one, we have my guy Peter coming to the stream. I'm gonna give a minute to do whatever he's doing that he sat up for, but he's good now. So welcome to the stream, Peter.
Yo, I'm good, man. I'm good. How are
Hey,
you?
I'm doing awesome. It's
There's
week
too much
one. We
green
got
going on here. You have a green screen, but then the fucking background for the channel is fucking green.
It's green as hell. Facts. So
It's
like,
too much green. It's too much.
Yo, the Eagles are green. You know what I'm saying? The grass on a football field is green. There's just a whole lot of
Yeah,
green
but you
going
don't like
on
the Eagles
generally.
this much. I don't think you thought about this, but it's too much green.
It's cool. It's cool. We'll figure it out. What football did you watch today?
I'm gonna be honest. I watched McCaffrey because he's on my fantasy team until it was like 20-0 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And what else did I watch after that? The what was the late Fox game over here? Oh, we had Rams Seahawks.
True. I didn't see any of that game.
We're in the LA market, so we had Rams Seahawks while the rest of the country had Packers Bears.
Yeah.
That was on while we were having brunch at my parents' house. What else did I like? I watched a little bit of Bengals Browns because YouTube TV lets you multicast the local broadcast games.
Yeah.
So I had that in the second box while I was watching Niners Steelers, and then when the Orioles game started, I just switched to that. So I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch a snap of the Ravens. I heard like half our team got injured again, so that's not fun. But it is what it is. So yeah, I couldn't give you a perspective. Haven't watched the highlights. Not sure if I'm going to. So I just don't think
It doesn't sound like a game that was for that, man. Justice Hill got a lot of run. Justice Hill highlights are not it.
Yeah, like Justice Hill scored 2 touchdowns. Dobbins tore his Achilles. Marcus Williams might have a torn pec, but we don't know. The Ravens scored 25 points, which is a weird amount, but whatever. Yeah, I didn't get to watch too much today, if I'm honest with you. Like, it didn't really appeal to me like how a week one usually would. And I think
Yeah.
that's because the Orioles are so good that I'm still invested in the season, so I really don't care that much.
You're invested in the season, and also like the Orioles are like ticking a little bit. The thing with the football today is like it was sloppy all around. I don't
From
think.
what I saw, everything looked kind of offbeat.
Yes, as fuck, right? So like
The only thing that I saw that was really good was the Niners defense. And then I watched the end of Dolphins Chargers, and Tyreek Hill was really good.
yeah.
But other than
Yeah.
that, everything I saw today, I was like, I'm not super impressed.
It was sloppy all around, right? So like for the early games, basically I was doing shit around the house, and then like I had games on the TV screen, and like it would go from one to another depending on what was going on. It
Yeah.
wasn't red zone, but I was in control of it. So like I saw moments of Bengals and Browns, moments of Niners Steelers, moments of Buccaneers Vikings. moments of Jaguars Colts, but like again, I was in and out of watching the TV. For the second set of games, I watched all of Eagles Patriots, but I do think I caught enough of a bunch of the early games to gather that everybody was sloppy and all of it was like there was a lot of again like I started out the stream by saying like, look, good shit probably happened for your team today. Bad shit probably happened. A whole lot of it is not going to sustain probably till like week 8 because like teams are figuring things out. We play the teams practice less than ever prior to seasons now. These are kind of glorified preseason games. And it looked like that when I watched the games. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think Dolphins Chargers was the one. If you watch that game, you saw entertainment, you saw fireworks, you saw receivers hooping. But aside from that, from an entertainment standpoint, if you're not betting on these games, probably not a great watch anywhere.
Nope.
I had a good time because I put some ungodly parlays together, so it was fun to keep track of that. I had a parlay that could have turned $5 into 70 grand, and it was good for about 3 hours today. So I was in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I think my late kick window, my parlay fucked up because I said the Bears would beat the Packers, and that obviously didn't happen.
Damn.
But I had Dolphins money line over the Chargers, and they were 3-point underdogs. So I was like, the Chargers, they'll find a way to lose, and they did. And then the other game was Raiders plus the points in Denver, and they won outright.
Right.
I took the Dolphins and Raiders as road underdogs, and I took the Bears as basically a home pick 'em. And then obviously that didn't fucking work out.
Yeah, it's a shame we don't have Murtaza here to speak about it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. I saw the pick six Justin Fields threw. Didn't watch the game, but considering this quarterback draft coming up is gonna be like the best one in like recent memory potentially.
Yep.
And we have the Panthers first round pick, right?
Yep.
That's definitely a storyline.
That's 100% a storyline. They passed up on a quarterback this year to buy in on Fields. Um, if they get the opportunity to make that decision again, he's gonna have to do stuff on a football field this year to justify
Yep.
opting for him again. They are not a team that doesn't have resources. They
Oh,
have
of
the
course.
capital to do whatever they want for the most part. So he has to he has to earn some faith. I think the coaching staff has to earn some faith. Again, I did not see shit but highlights out of that game, but that is a nasty score line. That's a nasty score line, first of all, right? Then I look into it. Jordan Love was 15 for 27. How did you catch 38 and the quarterback is 15 for 27? What the hell happened? Also, he got 250 and 3 touchdowns. Again, 15 for 27. What the hell happens,
How do you
right? So
give
then
up 15 for 250? It's a defense.
and then I'm looking at the receivers, right? Leading receiver for the Packers, Aaron Jones, 2 catches, 86 yards. What the fuck happened?
Hey man, it is what it is. But like, look, I think the Ravens opened with a loss 2 years ago against the Raiders in the Monday night game. I don't even remember who we played week one last year.
I just
Wait,
remember when you
I'm
guys
looking
beat
for.
Miami by like 50.
Oh, we lost to.
Oh, you lost to Miami, I think.
No, we beat Miami by 50 in Lamar Jackson's MVP year in 2019.
Yeah, okay. That would have been like 2-3 years ago.
In the
3 years
COVID
ago.
year, we beat the Browns, I think, because they were talking all that shit, and we beat them. Oh, we played the Jets week one last year. Crazy. I don't even remember this.
Did the Jets win?
No, we won 24-9.
True. Interesting.
I'm gonna look at what happened. Oh, we played Joe Flacco week one. That's insane.
Oh yeah, I think Flacco got like 2 wins or something early because I know he beat the Browns.
Nice. Yeah, so it is what it is, man. It's week one. It happened. Ravens have a divisional road game against the Bengals next week. That is definitely an interesting concept of a team because, like, I know the Browns always be beating them and shit, but like 3 points in a week one is kind of hilarious, especially because Deshaun Watson was trying his goddamn best to throw that game away. and they put all those
Hey,
resources.
Peter, I got less green for you. I got less green.
There we go. I got this game on. They showed like the rain that they were playing in, and I don't expect
Yeah.
this to be a terribly well played game.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. This is a real nasty turf to be playing football on.
I
To
do
feel
also
even
yes, I do think, but I do think the Cowboys will win.
same. Um, fuck. What game were you talking about before
Oh, Bengals
I
Browns.
Right. Okay. So here's the thing, right? Bengals Browns. When I previewed this week's matchups today, I told people on the stream I got the Browns winning, and my whole thought process about that game was the Browns stay beating them, right? The Bengals, I think, have been 5-4 for the last 2 years. They start out really slow. I believe they were 0-2 last year, right? And then here's the thing, right? They kept saying that Joe Burrow's healthy. He hurt his calf like I think 3 weeks ago in training camp. I didn't buy that for a second. I still don't buy it. I watched the parts of that game. They were working his calf on the sidelines the whole game. That guy had no mobility. Frankly, I just don't understand what the point is of playing football when he's that bad. Like I think there was a point where he was like 6 for 14 with 37 yards. Like don't get me wrong. I think the Browns their personnel defensively is fine. They have Jim Schwartz calling the defense now, which is good. Home opener, but like he played bad. The offense looked bad. Like I said, it was a perfect storm for Cleveland. But that Cincinnati team, like the thing about their offense is they get a lot of gas because they have a very good team on paper and they have these great like showings every now and then of how much ability they have. But like, yo, this offense puts up shitty games all the time. Like they routinely give you guys like 20 points in playoff games when it feels like they're an offense that should be able to do more. This is a 3-point game here in week one. They lost to Cooper
They beat
Rush's
us by
Cowboys
7 last year in the playoffs, and that was only because the
with
99
Huntley.
yard fumble return.
Yep. Like this offense underperforms with a regularity that it should not. And I just don't think people talk about it enough because they like the way Jamar Chase gritties and like they enjoy Joe Burrow's like the Bengals content that they put out. But yeah, that offense does not get talked about enough. This performance was really really bad. Again, the weather like sometimes with that matchup with these NFC North matchups, like the weather dictates low scoring football. The weather did not dictate shit in this game. The weather was fine. The players were just playing like ass offensively on both sides.
No, yeah, like from what I saw, I was like, Burrow doesn't look like he can push the ball down the field reliably and accurately, and Deshaun
Yep.
Watson looks like he's playing with a dead arm. Like,
Yep.
I am not super impressed. And those are both teams that the Ravens play over the next 3 weeks. So that's
Right.
kind of like, yeah, what's going on in and around us? But yeah, so the Ravens play at Cincy week 2 and at Cleveland in week 4. I just looked at Cleveland's schedule. They have a bye week in week 5. And I'm
Damn.
not sure why their bye week is so early. But yeah, they have a
Yeah, I think
bye week.
Yeah, I mean for Baltimore, right? I think it's because you said both of them are road games.
Yep.
I believe.
We play all
Yeah,
three
okay,
we play all 3 of our divisional road games in the first 5 weeks.
That's interesting. If you can get, I mean, obviously I think Marcus Williams is going to be back. They are going to be banged up in these games, but it is an opportunity to get through those games and then have favorable fixtures towards the
Of
end of the
course, like
season.
it's important. Like I would love to obviously win all 3 of those games, right?
Yeah.
But if you tell me that the Ravens will beat the Colts at home in week 3 and win one of those 3 games and emerge from that and be 3-2 going into week 6 with home games against the Titans and Detroit and then going to Arizona, where like I'm probably going to be like, all right, I want 3 wins. You know, and, like, I'd probably take it. You know, but like looking at the Bengals and the Browns and the Steelers, granted it is week 1, so some of them are going to have to get better. I'm not super impressed by any of the offense I saw in the AFC North today.
100%. I don't expect the Bengals to figure it out by next week because, again, that just hasn't been the precedent for 2 years now for a team that has had a lot of continuity because it's not like they've been adding pieces consistently. They shuffled the offensive line around, but the skill positions have been the same for 3 seasons now. Every year they start slow. They heat up literally like after week 9, 10. But nah, like that's an opportunity there. That's definitely an opportunity. Um, Jamar Chase is a funny character, man. Did you see the quote about the elves after the game?
Nah, I didn't. What do you say?
Nah, so I think he called the Browns elves because of their elves logo at midfield or some shit like that, right? So then they asked him
Okay.
about it after the loss. He's like, "Man, I'm pissed that we lost to some elves. Like, what do you want? Like, they're still elves."
That's kind of funny. I respect
But
it.
yeah, nah, I respect it, but it's just like, look, that again, that team just loves to talk, and just people don't talk about the fact that they underperform at a higher rate than a lot of offenses around
Oh yeah,
them.
their offense isn't like the Chiefs' offense is historically.
Yep.
It ain't the
Yep.
same.
Don't they have Orlando Brown Jr.? Yeah, they do. He's on a tour of playing with as many AFC quarterbacks as he can that are great.
Oh, he's in the Bengals now?
Yeah.
Did he so he okay, so he must have went this offseason. He must have left Kansas City.
Yeah, so he left Kansas City. Basically, I think he wanted to play left tackle, which
He
is like
wanted to play
his
left
thing.
tackle because his dad played left tackle, and the whole thing in Baltimore was he was playing right tackle because Ronnie Stanley was our left tackle.
And
But
he's
Ronnie
elite.
Stanley had a season-ending injury, so they shifted him to left tackle for a year. He wanted
Yep.
to chase his bag as a left tackle. They didn't want to pay him that, so they
Yep.
traded him to the Chiefs for a first-round pick.
Yep.
And the
By the way,
Chiefs obviously didn't
the
extend
Chief,
him.
they did the exact same thing though. They basically were like, "Cool, we don't want to pay you left tackle money. Like we'll play you there, but we don't want to pay you that big bag." And Cincinnati, apparently they didn't give him that big of a deal. Like I don't think his market was all that good to play left tackle. Apparently the league looks at him as a right tackle,
Of
like in
course.
terms of that's where he's better at. So the Bengals, I think they didn't pay him a huge deal, but they also committed to playing him at left tackle. So that like is the reason he's there ultimately. Oh, block field goal.
Oh,
Dallas blocks
hilarious.
this field goal. And number 19 is running it back, and I think he will score. So that
Yeah, he
is
stayed in
a
bounds. That's a touchdown. All right, so he signed a 4 for
yep, that
64
is a
with
defensive
Cincinnati.
touchdown. Yo, 464, that's 16 million a year. That's not much in the tackle market.
Oh no, it's not. Does he play left tackle for
I
them though?
mean, yes.
See, but they had like a shitty line for like 2 years.
Yep.
He was probably the best tackle they could conceivably get at like a budget price.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, fair enough. They're gonna do what they want to do. But yeah, man, I'm not super impressed by a whole lot of what I saw. I take it as like an extended preseason in a way.
Basically. Basically. Also, teams are practicing less and less, even beyond the
I
lack
just
of
missed
the
the extra point.
Oh, that's a hilarious thing to have happen to Dallas after they missed 4 extra points in the wild card game last year.
Jesus Christ, I remember that. We're good for them.
But yeah, people 6-0 Dallas to start. I know Dallas's defense is a big thing in fantasy. I'm pretty sure they're probably started by every fantasy owner that has them. So that's a big swing for anybody's potential fantasy matchups. But yeah,
Yo, how much does Prime Video cost a month? You just have to get Prime?
I believe so. I believe it comes with the Prime membership.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think I've explored if you can get it just like on its own.
So since the Eagles are playing on Thursday,
Yeah.
would you consider just doing like are you going to do the Sunday night game next week?
Yeah. So I'll be doing all Sunday night games, and then Thursday games will basically just be like that'll be depending on the week. So
Oh,
this
so
Thursday,
you're locked into Dolphins Pats next week, dude. Good luck.
for sure. Hey, we'll just be talking about the Sunday games the whole watch along. But yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna be going live as soon as I possibly can after the 4 o'clock games for me. Just talking through the games and then eventually
I don't know
pivoting
about
to a
these
watch along.
matchups, Chief.
What is the next Sunday night matchup?
Steelers Raiders.
That's pretty nasty, but I mean, fuck, we'll get through it.
You
What's
got
the week
Chiefs Jets
for?
after that, so that'll be good.
Oh, that's cool. I'll take that. Then the next week, Cowboys Niners. I'll take that. Then the next week, Giants Bills. It's
Why
okay.
are we putting the Giants on Sunday night so much, man? Be serious.
This is actually irresponsible. Oh, then there's Dolphins Eagles the week after that. Yeah, okay, that's decent.
Yeah, that's your team.
Oh, Bears Chargers in week 8 is gonna
That's a
be
skip, my brother.
that's rough. Murtaza might have to hold that down.
That is a skip. By week 8, he won't care, man.
Yo, week 9 is Bills Bengals, which is gonna be like heavy PTSD for me running that watch along. But again, we'll appreciate the football at the very minimum. Oh my god, week 10 Jets Raiders. Mike, why are the Raiders on primetime?
Because they're the
Why?
Raiders, baby.
I hate that. I hate that.
Week
Yo,
11. When the fuck is our Sunday night game? What the fuck?
Vikings Broncos is nasty. Oh, it's the very next week. Ravens Chargers.
Ravens Chargers. I might go actually.
Then
I
there's
might go.
Chiefs Packers the week
If we're
after.
like if
That's
we're like
okay.
9-2 or something ignorant, I'm gonna go. Fuck it.
There's Eagles Cowboys in week 14. Oh, Ravens Jaguars in week 15. That's going to be amazing.
Why is that a Sunday night game?
Hey, Lamar against Lawrence, man, it should be hoops.
Is that because half our team is from Florida? Like I don't get it.
Oh, that's hilarious. They're going to have Kodak at the game for sure.
They couldn't have put Cowboys Bills this Sunday night instead of us.
Man, send Kodak for the coin toss.
Cowboys Bills, Jets Dolphins. They've got hella flex games. Okay. Oh, that's right. Those are the weekends in December.
Yep. Oh, true. So then that part of the schedule, like, fuck that. They'll just make it a good game for the most part, unless they want to flex the Giants in for the fucking market.
Those criminals might do it too. Anyways,
Yeah,
here's
for sure.
the New York Football
I
Giants.
feel like they'll be. My goodness, Daniel Jones doing Daniel Jones things.
All right, here we go, baby. Good thing they paid him all that bread.
For sure, locking into Daniel Jones for 40 mil a year is it certainly a decision.
Hey man, it is what it is.
And like they're all in on it in a different way. Like I've never seen an offense trying to assemble personnel for shitty quarterbacks as like I've never seen them be as committed to it as this. Like all their receivers are basically their whole game is getting open in 5 yards. They do not have anything in the way of guys that will be effective in the intermediate part of the field and the deep part of the field consistently. It's just guys that are going to get open for short, easy throws. I've never seen any shit like this, but it's amazing. It's hilarious.
Yeah, you would
Shout out
think
to the
he's going to get
Giants.
open down the field and push the ball down the field, but whatever.
Yeah, it's not like, hey, we have a limited quarterback, but maybe the goal is to like fucking, I don't know, have him develop over time, right? It's like, let's buy into his limited skill set and just see where we go from there, which is like, again, you're just strapping yourself into mediocrity.
Especially
and
like
just
in a division where you play with teams with like pretty decent defensive fronts.
Yep.
So every time you're going to drop back and do these short routes, you just risk bad stuff happening like what just happened.
Yep. And that's the thing too, is like this team got smacked in a way that very few teams get smacked in playoff games against the Eagles last year. And to just see them basically just act like they're on track and that wasn't a huge sign that major change should have happened is just hilarious.
It is what it is, man. Good for them, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, good for the owner. I mean, I guess he's instead of seeing terrible football, he's going to see mediocre football, get a little bit less bullied by his billionaire homies, and just sit back and watch the money pile up.
Like, I know the Giants for the 6th seed, but like, to me, they're an example of why that 7th seed shouldn't be a playoff team.
100%. 100%. That 7 spot at this point, and I feel like the league looks at it like with more parity, that 7 spot might be less ass, but as of right now, it's genuinely so bad. Now, for what it's worth, I think in the AFC this year, it'll probably be a decent team, but in the NFC, you're just letting some shit guys in for no reason. Like, I think the 2 seed has blown out the 7 seed, like, literally every time in the NFC. Who was the 7 seed last year in the AFC?
the Dolphins, but they had the third string quarterback. They still almost
Right.
won.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the thing. Like, a in the AFC, I think like the image of what the NFL was envisioning is actually reflected better. But in the NFC, it's like just the worst possible outcome.
Yeah. Yeah, like you had San Francisco roll Seattle last year, and then in the first one,
It was the Bucks rolled the Eagles.
that's right.
Yep.
The Bucks rolled the Eagles, and then Kansas City smoked Pittsburgh. So you had the Eagles actually lost by 16 in the end because I'm pretty sure they stat padded.
Yep.
The
Exactly
Chiefs
that.
beat Pittsburgh by 21, and then we had 15 and 21, an average of 18 points in that playoffs. And then I need to see the scores. I don't see the scores. Oh, you had Miami only lost Buffalo by 3, but then yeah, San Francisco beat Seattle by 18. So
Yeah.
you've had 15, 21, 18, and 3-point games in that 7-2 matchup. You've had one
Yep.
good game out of 4.
Right. If we try to just like tentatively envision what the AFC will look like, so like let's say
We
the
could do it.
second
Fuck.
place team, yeah, the second place team in the AFC North, and the second and third place teams in the AFC East. Let's just like put them as the wild card teams right
You
now,
know what
right?
we could do since we're sitting here through this whole game?
Yeah,
Let's just look up a results predictor for the season. Instead of like doing all this shit, let's just
yeah,
let's just fucking go game by game and see what we fucking end up with, okay?
yeah. This will be by week 12. We are going to be just fucking doing some outrageous shit, but I like it. Let's do it.
Like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, we have time. The Giants are ass. They've already. I don't know if they're gonna score 6 points, so this game might just be over. I don't know. If the Cowboys get a field goal, it's definitely a wrap.
Yeah, I have no faith in the Giants as a team making a comeback. It's just
So
added revenue by removing the bye week for the second seed. You know what it also is, right? It lines up putting a game on Monday night and kind of fucking a team over for their playoff run, but making hella bread.
I'll be so honest. When they made this fucking extra slot,
Yeah.
I thought they were just gonna do 3 games Saturday and 3 games Sunday and just dominate the
Right.
weekend.
Yep.
This game on Monday night is so cheeks in the playoffs. I
It's
actually hate it.
it's stupid. It's
I hate
stupid.
it. I hate it from
We're
an
talking
entertainment standpoint too. I actually don't like
100%.
it.
100%. Last year's game was legitimately terrible. It was 24 nothing like at some point because the Cowboys missed 4 extra points. So that was the spectacle in that game. That's what like must see TV was Dallas's extra point. No bullshit. That's what I ended up doing. When I saw that they missed the first 2 extra points, I would just tune in for the extra points.
Yeah.
And I saw 2 misses. CeeDee Lamb gets a big
Okay.
catch down the left side of the field. Why is CeeDee Lamb that open? Are you that scared of Brandon Cooks and Michael Gallup? That is let's see. Did Wink Martindale blitz on that play? What
Who do
happened?
you think's gonna win tomorrow? The Bills or the Jets?
I think the Jets.
All right. I actually agree with you.
All right.
I gotta
Dope.
log in. Can I say I'm not a user? Sure. I'm gonna make an account to do this because I'm that bored.
Does it give you the option to share the screen?
Probably could.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
down.
If not, I'll authorize it. But yeah, just let me know when you try if it stops you.
I'm finishing authenticating my account for this random website.
Dope. Go to your email and click that
Welcome to
link.
Playoff Predictors. Here we go, baby. I clicked there. I should be good. Confirm the account. Stop running me through the ring around. All right. Now, how the fuck do I get to where I need to go? Let's do this. But yeah,
Uh,
good for the
to
Cowboys.
win my to win my fantasy matchup in the league that we're a part of together, I just need Pollard to not get 21 points. I
I
don't
got
think I have.
smoked. I got smoked. Andrews was inactive, and then somebody else didn't play, and then Dobbins tore his Achilles after scoring a touchdown.
Oh yeah, you did have Dobbins and Andrews.
Yeah,
Yikes!
it
Yikes!
is, it fucking is what it is. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
McCaffrey popped off, but yeah,
Yeah, but I need more than that. You know?
that's the thing. Yeah, that's what you're gonna get usually most weeks, but you just have to figure the rest of the squad out.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You took Herbert, right? Herbert's your quarterback.
Yes.
Yeah, he had a good day.
But I was playing the guy who had fucking Tua.
Oh, that's tough. That's
So
tough.
yeah, I was like, oh, I
Yeah,
definitely lost. Whatever.
I'm playing the guy who has Tyreek. He has about half his team's points. Like the guy has 91 points. He got 44 from Tyreek. And then he changed his team name to Reek. And I'm like, yo, you're really going to waste these points in a loss. But we'll see if that happens for sure.
Okay, so let's go to week 2. Okay, so let me. I go to present, right? Share screen. Don't show the tips again. Let me share that one. So I'm sharing the
Okay.
tab with you.
There we go.
Here we are.
There we are.
Okay.
People, we're about to predict the whole season with 15
Yes,
games down.
guys, we're 16 games down technically because we know Dallas is going to win, and we picked the
The
Jets. So week
Jets.
1 is already in
Correct.
the books. If you guys disagree, fair enough. Let us know. Chiefs, Jaguars. How do we feel?
Chiefs, Jaguars. Give me the Chiefs.
Okay, I don't even care. Ravens, Bengals. I actually think we'll beat them.
Fair enough. Let's get it.
I think Burrow's calf is actually fucked up. Bills, Raiders.
Same.
Um,
We'll give it to the
Bills.
Bills.
If the Bills don't win, I don't know anymore. Chargers, Titans.
Chargers.
Chargers. I don't even think they're dumb enough to lose to the Titans. Who the fuck cares about this game? But I'll go with the Colts.
Why not, man? Why not?
I'll go with the Colts because they actually looked like a decent offense from the highlights I saw. Dolphins,
And
Pats. How do we feel?
this is the riveting Sunday night game that
Yeah.
we will be doing a watch long for begrudgingly. But give me the Dolphins. The Patriots, I don't know about it.
Browns, Steelers. Fuck off. My goodness.
I kind of want to give it to the Browns and have the Steelers go 0-2 with 2 home games. Both those teams will be doing that, by the way. Patriots and Steelers 0-2 after 2 home games.
Yes.
But that'd be a fun meltdown. That'd be a
We're
fun
going
meltdown.
Browns. Let's do it, baby.
Let's
Browns.
do
Why
it.
not? Jets, Cowboys. Jesus Christ. Bill's
Fuck
gonna
it,
lose
Jets.
his soul losing to Aaron Rodgers again.
100%.
Uh, who the fuck cares about this game?
Denver, why not?
Sure. Eagles.
Hey,
Vikings lost
primetime Kirk Cousins. Primetime Kirk Cousins. We know how this goes.
1 o'clock window. Kirk Cousins just lost to Baker Mayfield. Man, it is what it is. Oh my
100%.
God, Bucks Bears. Can we go? Can we go Bucks?
Yo, here's the thing, right? Baker Mayfield starting out 2-0 in a team that's trying to tank, kind of, is hilarious. But yeah, fuck it. Why not? See, if Murtaza was here, I'd pick the Bears and be okay with it. He's not here, so we have to give it to the Bucks. That's what he gets
Facts,
for that.
facts.
For
Now that he's not
ducking
here, the
smoke.
Bears might go 2-15. Is what it is.
Facts. Yo,
Packers, Falcons?
tank for Caleb.
Packers.
Falcons? I don't know.
Packers.
It's cool. Packers. Let's go.
Desmond Ritter can't throw the ball. I'm not picking teams with guys who can't throw. I'm sorry.
100%. For people that just tuned in, we are predicting the whole season while this game happens in the background.
We are predicting the entire season because the Giants are not really worthy of having a sustained conversation about.
100%. They have to earn it.
Yes, Seahawks, Lions.
Hey, Joel, part two Thursday.
I want to say these two teams played last year and the Seahawks won.
Yeah, they did. They played in Detroit.
43 to something, right?
They ran the shit out of the ball. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yo, here's the thing, right? The Seahawks just had an outrageously bad game against the Rams. I actually don't know what to make of it. The Rams have basically a third of their team as rookies. And they have no established talent. So I don't know. I mean, fuck it. I don't know. I think Detroit looked better this week, but god damn, Seattle.
But you know what? Fuck it. Let's go with Detroit. Let's get weird.
All right, we're here. We're
Niners,
here, people.
Rams. It was cute, but no fucking shot. Giants, Cardinals.
Baptism. That game will be a baptism. Oh,
Giants, Cardinals.
Giants. I
If the
mean, fuck.
Giants
It's the
don't win
fucking
that game, I don't know what they're doing. This game is
100%
also sacrilegious, incredibly so,
Saints.
but probably the Saints. Okay, so let's go to that one. So now let's go to week 3. Here we go, baby.
You
Titans,
submit this to a
Browns.
pool? Dope. Okay.
I don't even know what that
Oh,
option like allows
wow.
me, to be honest.
Yo,
I'm
if
not.
there's some money on the line somewhere, fuck it, submit it.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, sure. I clicked the button. Oh, I guess it's not going to
Okay.
let me until the week starts, but whatever. We fill it out.
Fair
Anyways,
enough. Fair
week
enough.
3. Week 3. People in the chat, feel free to participate. We do this for you, people.
100%.
We do this for you, the good people
100%.
of the internet. Titans,
We're men of the
Browns.
people.
Hey, man. We're about to have Browns 3-0.
Browns, fuck it.
Browns 3-0. Jesus
Would
Christ.
we'll have the losing streak happen at some point. It'll start with Baltimore.
Skip. All right. Dolphins, Broncos. Executive decision. Fuck Russell
Dolphins.
Wilson. Corny ass nigga.
Facts.
Patriots, Jets. Aaron Rodgers.
Let's get it.
I don't know about just the Patriots in general. I'm not sure. Steelers, Raiders. I think the Steelers will win because the Raiders just be losing home games for no reason.
That's true. That's true. And also, I think we have the Steelers getting their shit kicked in week 1 and week 2. So Tomlin might catch a body in the locker room. Let's give the
Daniel
Steelers
Jones
the win.
get sacked again. The score in the actual game was 9-0. By the way, people, if you're all curious, the Cowboys missed an extra point on a blocked field goal.
It's a baseball
touchdown.
score.
Yes,
it's a baseball score.
Bills, Washington, Bills, Chargers, Vikings.
Oh
my
God. That is like Spurs versus Dortmund.
Hey man, are we going with the Vikings win? Because they got to win sometime.
Nah, man, give them another loss. Fuck it.
All right, Chiefs.
My goodness.
Chiefs, Bears in Arrowhead. Murtaza, don't run.
For
Rams, Bengals. That's such a random game.
Hold on, we've been giving the Chargers L's, right? Oh, sorry, no, it's the Rams.
They're 2-1 in our fantasy.
Yeah. All right, let's give it to the Bengals there. I think they get their first win here.
Yes,
they get their first win here. Yeah. Give the 0-2 Bengals a win.
Giants, Niners,
baptism.
Lions, Falcons. We're about to make the Lions 3-0. You know this, right?
I mean, fuck, man, they're 1/3 of the way there themselves. Like,
are they hashtag good? Maybe. I don't know.
No, we always need these teams. We need these teams to just get wins because of the schedule.
That's true. Packers, Saints. How do we feel?
Packers.
The Fighting Jordan Loves 3-0, while the other 2 teams in
100%.
the division are 0-3. Oh 100%. My god!
Oh my god! 0-3 Bears, 3-0 Packers. Murtaza.
That random Packers guy from the stream.
Facts. Oh my god, Daniel Jones. That is
Daniel
so
Jones,
people.
What did I just watch?
So that is a defensive touchdown for the Cowboys. That's now 2 touchdowns.
No,
for
who has
the
Cowboys in your defense league?
Oh, that's an ass whooping right now. Let me see. Holy, oh my god. The guy who has the Cowboys was down 12 in the league with the Cowboys as the last defense playing in that matchup, and he has 20 from them right now. So, you know what I'm saying? This is riveting stuff in the defense league.
Hey, man. Shout out to them.
Oh, Murtaza's catching the L in that league, by the way, against the Cowboys defense.
That sucks.
Istanbul.
Hey, there ain't nothing he can do, Chief. He's screwed.
He got 31 points out of 3 defenses. He had a really good week. Hold on. I think he might be one of the highest scoring teams this week.
Yeah, man, it happens. Hold that.
He's the 3rd highest scoring team, and he's catching the L because of this.
All right. So
Uh,
Seahawks Panthers. We think the Seahawks will win.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Cowboys
Cowboys, Eagles,
Cardinals. Cowboys will win. Eagles Bucks. Tom Brady ain't walking through that door, old man.
100%. On to week 4.
Here we go, baby. Um, Dolphins Bills rematch. Dolphins got to catch an
Um,
L sometime. They're 3-0 in our league.
I'll be real. We either give it to the Bills or we make it a tie. We should predict a tie at some point. Actually,
Oh,
we should predict
oh,
3.
dude, I got something cooking for some random for the rematch of Colts Texans. Whenever the second game is,
I like that. I like that. I like
I
that.
got
Okay,
something.
dope, dope. Yeah, I think we should allocate 3 ties for the season.
Okay, I'm down.
All right, let's do it. So we're giving this one to the Bills. I think the Dolphins need a loss at this point.
Yes. Ravens Browns.
What do we have the records here? It's 3-0 versus what?
3-0
3-0.
versus 3-0.
All right, yeah. Let's give it to the Ravens. We said the Browns losing streak would begin with that.
All right. Steelers Texans. I
I'll
just
be
don't see how the
real.
Texans are gonna win, but
I'll
like
be real.
maybe.
Nah, okay. We'll give it to the Steelers. I was thinking maybe a tie, but we'll give it to the
I
Steelers.
was gonna say like because I also think the Steelers will beat the Ravens in this Week 5 in our hypothetical. Bengals Titans low key playoff rematch from like 2 years ago.
Yeah, the Bengals are 1-2 at this point.
Yes, and the
Yeah,
Titans are 0-3.
we'll give them a win. We got to get the Bengals to 5-4 because that's their heritage.
Ravens or Raiders Chargers. Are we giving another
Uh,
stupid loss to the Chargers?
what are they at right now?
2-1. They're 2-1.
All right, I just found the standings there. We can. If they were 3-0, this is an L. I'll give it to the Chargers for now, but that L is coming soon.
Chiefs Jets.
Chiefs.
Okay, I believe. So the Ravens are the last unbeaten team in the AFC in our hypothetical.
Yep.
London game. Jaguars are gonna beat the dog shit out of them.
Yep. Yo, Shad Khan in his backyard, man. Get the
This
W. Oh,
game,
get.
hilarious.
I don't know. I guess the Rams, just because like they look good today. So fuck. I mean, they
This
got to get a
game.
win.
Hmm.
Haram, haram, haram.
You know what? Bears get their first win. Fuck Russell Wilson.
Okay, I like it. I
Yo,
like it.
imagine all these people in New York that showed up to this game and it's pouring rain. You're down 16-0 in the first quarter.
And
Um,
the Cowboys offense hasn't done shit.
Cowboys Patriots.
What's the Cowboys record right now? It is 2
2-1.
and 1.
The Pats are 0-3.
Uh, oh, this is in Dallas too. Okay, because it's in Dallas. Give me the Patriots, man. Fuck it. Dumb shit happens in
You know
Jerry.
what? Sports, baby.
Yep.
The battle of the unbeatens, top of the AFC North, Thursday night football, prime video. Who do we got? Is
Yo,
this
what
one
you
of our
mean,
ties?
Leon? We gave you a W. Well, Leon, we could have easily gone 0 and 4, but we gave you the W.
Yeah, we gave you a W against Dallas in Dallas.
Uh facts. Like, and that's a big win too, man. You're gonna be happy that stream. Lions Packers, big game. This is how the Packers season ended last year. Let's give it to the Lions again, going into Lambeau and
Here
getting
we
that
go,
W.
baby.
Back-to-back wins. They own Lambeau now.
Here we go. And
Yeah,
then
Joe
Panthers,
says
Vikings, Jesus Christ.
I'm video games and everyone goes, oh,
Vikings get their first win. I don't give a fuck.
yeah, that's true. Now the Panthers are actually so bad. Hold
Wait,
on.
why do the Panthers
Yeah,
only
I was
have
gonna
two
say
games in the schedule?
we missed a game, I guess.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah, we must have missed the game. I'm
Let's
scanning
go
for the
back.
other team that might be in this situation.
No, now we got to go back to week 2.
Was it week 1 maybe?
Did we miss a week? No, they already played.
No, but like, did it get entered? Oh, hold up.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that
Okay,
didn't get entered.
who won this?
The
They
Falcons.
won.
Falcons. Yeah, the Falcons.
Okay.
Dope.
All right, so now we go back to week 4. Yeah, we don't want to gyp you guys, Atlanta. You got to win there.
Facts.
Um, oh my God, Eagles.
Yeah.
Saints, I guess.
Home team. Yeah, whatever. It's in the dome.
Definitely not the
Yep.
Cardinals.
Yep.
What do we think
Seahawks,
about
man.
this game?
Well, Giants records 1 and 2. Seahawks are, I think,
1 and
probably
2.
1 and 2.
Yes.
Give me the Seahawks.
Let's get weird, man. Fuck the Giants.
Yeah.
All right, now we go to week 5. London game, Bills Jags. Why did the Jags have 2 London games?
Fucking the owner definitely is like, yo, I just want to be in London. I don't actually want to come to Jacksonville.
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
yeah. Well, let's look at these records real quick. 3-1 versus 3-1.
Yeah.
Give me the Bills.
All right. Titans Colts. Do we have another Colts win here? Anybody? Or Titans got to get a win. They're 0-4.
Yeah. Divisional game. They got the
All
win.
right.
Win this game.
Ravens Steelers. Ravens will
You
lose
said
on
you
some
said Steelers.
insanely stupid shit. It always happens. Jets Broncos, not the fucking Broncos. If you guys can't tell,
Oh,
fuck the Broncos.
yes. And Sean Payton pulled up to that. Is going to pull up to that game and look all the Jets players in the eyes and Nathaniel Hackett in the eyes when they beat the dog shit out of his team. In the name of their bum ass offensive coordinator. So that's how that game is going to go. That is going to be a beatdown.
There we go. Dolphins, Giants.
Dolphins.
Not the Giants. This is what I'm fucking talking about. You can talk me into a tie here.
Tie.
Here
Let's
we
do
go.
it. 1 out of 3. We did
this
it.
Is what I'm fucking talking
We
about.
did
Games
it.
like
We
this.
did it.
Saints, Pats.
Yo, Stroud versus Ritter. Can you get to 150 passing yards challenge? I love it.
Can you get to double digits?
I think the Saints need an L here. I think the Saints need an
Patriots
L.
got to win, man.
Yo, Leon, 2-3. The Patriots get their season going.
Yeah. Honestly, guys, it's about to be the end of the first quarter. It's 16-0. There's not much to talk about. This is way more fun. Chiefs, Vikings.
Cousins against Mahomes. I'm not taking Kirk Cousins.
Packers, Raiders. This seems like one of them games, man.
Ooh, okay. The record for the Packers is good right now, right? 3-1.
Yeah,
that feels like a little bit
much. The
That's
Raiders
a
are
little bit
1-3.
much. Yeah, that's a Raiders W. Jimmy
That's
Garoppolo
Raider
masterclass.
Nation, baby. That's Raider
Jimmy
Nation,
Garoppolo
baby.
masterclass. No picks. That's the masterclass.
Bears, Washington football team. I'm so down to predict a Washington win. I'm so down.
Because Montaza's not here at the end of the day, right? Like if he wanted Bears wins, he should have been here.
Facts. Lions are going to be 5-0, and that's crazy to me, but I guess.
Fuck, man. 1 seed? God damn.
Eagles are also going to be 5-0 because I don't think the Rams are good.
Same.
Cowboys, Niners.
Yo, the Cowboys just lost to the Patriots revenge game, and this is where they got smacked in the playoffs last year. They get a Fugazi win here.
All right, we'll take it. Week 6. This is so much fun.
Okay.
Oh my lord, we're skipping that one.
We're at a good pace, people. We're at a good pace. Skipping the next one too.
Oh yes. Oh, wait. Did the Colts already have a tie in our thing?
No.
Oh wait, no. The Jaguars are good. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's the wrong one. It's the Texans.
Sorry, I saw the wrong logo. I was like, "Ooh, we might be back." Pats, Raiders.
Hold on. We just gave the Raiders a win, kind of out of nowhere. Oh yeah, the Pats are on a 2-game winning streak, so they keep it rolling. This is the rematch of the fucking lateral. This is a rematch of Chandler Jones stiff arming Mac Jones into the center of the earth.
Yes.
Ooh.
Does Mac Jones get his lick back, or are we saying that?
I think he gets his lick back, man. Fuck it.
All right. Panthers. I don't think they have a win. I don't believe so. Dolphins win.
Yeah, it's too tough of a schedule for them to start out. Mind you, at this point, we got the Panthers. Seahawks? Wait, we have the Panthers at winless, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Hold on. 1-6, right? We have the Bears at what? 1? And so at this point, right, people, the Bears have their own first-round pick and the Panthers. So at this point in the season, on this channel, you will see the narrative switch up from Murtaza. He will then say, greatest tank ever, part 2. Greatest tank ever, remontada. You know what I'm saying? We're back.
We are back, baby. The boys are back.
Yo, you thought the first overall pick was nice? Try first overall and second overall.
Hey, you ain't never seen that before. Seahawks, Bengals.
Okay, we need to split The Bengals need 2 wins and 2 losses the next 4. Seahawks, where are they at? They're at 2 and
Two and
2.
two as well.
I'll give it to the Bengals. They're at home.
All right. Niners, Browns.
Man, fuck the Browns. The hell?
Fuck
Also, yeah, they're 3-1.
the
Yeah, nah, yeah, for real. 3-1 too. Hold on. Are they missing? Oh, they had a bye week, right? Oh, they're
Browns.
coming
Yes.
off a bye week at home to take a L against the Niners and Brock Purdy. That's nasty work. Saints, Texans. I feel like the Saints should get this one. 4 and
Eagles,
2. Ew.
Eagles, Jets. How do we feel?
The hold on. What's the Jets record? 4 and
Four and
1.
one. The Eagles are like 5-0 or whatever.
Mm. MetLife tax, bro. The turf catches the Eagles. Give it to the Jets.
Bills, Giants. Jesus Christ, the Giants are never gonna win. They are screwed.
God damn. What are they? Oh, 1 and 5? My goodness. Okay. Cowboys,
Yes.
Chargers.
Cowboys, Chargers. This seems like
Chargers are 3 and 1. Cowboys are 3 and 2. Oh, so the
this seems
Chargers
like
had a
a
bye week as
Cowboys
well.
win to me.
Yeah, because they're gonna have a nasty home field advantage against the Chargers.
Yes.
Okay. Yes,
There's gonna be
Cowboys.
6 Chargers fans in the stadium.
Yes. Yep. Paid actors.
Washington football team, who we somehow have at 2 and 3 against the Falcons. I think the Falcons might win here.
Yeah, we can give it to the Falcons at home.
Okay.
Bijan is going to get them
Bucks?
some wins.
Are we giving the Lions another win to go 6-0?
Fuck, the teams they're going up against are so cheeks. The Bucks are 2 and 2. See, the thing, the Bucks can't be 3 and 2. So yeah, give it to the Lions. Baker Mayfield will not be 3 and 2.
The battle for the number 1 pick. How do we feel?
See, the thing is there's no Vikings fans on the channel to duck smoke, but there is a Bears fan. So give me the Vikings.
And then Rams win because the Cardinals are a social experiment.
Yep.
But don't worry, Cardinals. We might predict a win for you. So the Cardinals and the Panthers the Texans are all winless at this point.
The other way, Cardinals will beat the Rams at home. It'll be the only game Kyler Murray plays.
Fuck it. All right, week 7, Bills, Pats.
We'll give it to the Bills because the Pats have won 3 in a row, right?
Yeah.
That's enough. Bills win.
That's enough. Browns, Colts.
Yikes. We can give the Browns a win back here because I think we gave them a couple L's in a row.
Chargers, Chiefs.
I don't know if the home game for the Chiefs is the one they lose, so I'll give it to the Chiefs. But we have to give the Chiefs a road divisional loss because it happens.
Okay. Jaguars, Saints.
Jags. Lions,
Ravens.
over. It's over. It's over. Done.
Raiders, Bears. Here we go, baby.
Oh, so we need the Bears win here because at this point the narrative is swung towards tanking, so this is bad. Also, somehow Murtaza will find a way to piss Eddie off over this. So
yeah,
yeah, we're giving the Bears a win. Also, I don't think the Ravens got clicked.
Definitely didn't. Steelers, Rams. You know what? I'm feeling a Rams win.
Yeah. 3 and 2 is way too good for the Steelers. Like, you have to manage that. You know what I'm saying? So the Rams get this W.
Packers, Broncos.
I think we've been saying fuck Russell Wilson the whole thing thus far. 1 and 5. Yeah, 1 win is enough. I feel comfortable going Packers. What is the Packers? 3 and 2.
The Broncos, but I also don't like Russell Wilson, so I don't care.
See, but but 3 and 2 is good for the Packers. I don't know if you want to swing it to the Broncos. Go ahead.
Let's do it. Let's just fucking flip it.
All right, Eagles don't lose 2 in a row. Don't lose 2 in a row. Eagles win.
Falcons, Bucks. Bucks eke out a win.
I'm with that. Because Falcons just got to win. And again, a win streak for that team? No.
Giants, Washington football team.
Ooh, I'm feeling. Here's the thing: the Giants get their shit kicked in by the Cowboys and the Eagles consistently, so I feel like they need to get the W against the Commanders.
I would hope so. Seahawks, Cardinals, Seattle. If you don't win at home, don't even fucking show up to the arena anymore.
Facts. You can't get swept at home by the Rams and the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's not good. Niners, Vikings. That's a Monday night game. So
Primetime Kirk Cousins, baby.
Niners win by default. Okay.
Yeah.
We are in week 8 now, baby. We're almost halfway through. Jaguars Steelers. Hear me out. Steelers win.
I'm with that. Yeah, why not?
Patriots Dolphins. They were good and would lose down there, so now they're definitely going to lose.
Yeah.
Chiefs Broncos. Russell
Is this
Wilson, you
the?
got a win last week, I think. So fuck you.
Oh yeah. He's not getting a winning streak.
So we're gonna have the Chiefs losing in LA against the Chargers.
We can even do the I think they've lost to the Raiders. No, but this Raiders team is too shit. But then again, they have Jacobs and Devontae. I don't know. We'll see where on the schedule the two matchups happen.
Okay. Bucks Bills, not the Bucks.
Nope.
Panthers Texans.
Okay, hold up. Number 1 versus number 2 in the draft. What are the records? 0-5-1 versus
0-6. This is the number 1 pick bowl.
And literally, as of now, 2 of the worst records in the league.
You know what? Panthers win.
Flex this to Sunday night. What the hell?
Panthers win because they don't want the Bears to get the number 1 pick.
Yeah. Yo, here's the thing. Both of these teams don't have their first round picks, and they don't have a win. Oh my god.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Jets Giants Battle of New York.
I think the Giants get their shit kicked in.
Probably. They're not good.
Got Rodgers versus Daniel Jones.
Saints Colts.
I'm
kind of down to pick the Colts. I'm not gonna lie.
Same. Saints
that
have too many wins.
That's not
Saints just have. Yeah, exactly. Also, Richardson's gonna win a game with his legs at some point.
Like the Colts actually didn't look completely incompetent and hopeless today.
They have literally no running back.
4 or 5 games by the end of the year.
Here's the thing: if they get Taylor back, or they're able to acquire an actual running back, because Deion Jackson was out there actually averaging like a yard a carry. So that'll figure itself out. Titans Falcons. Titans 1-5. Falcons 2-4.
Titans gotta win.
Titans got to get a win. You can't sign Nuke and then go 1-6.
Browns Seahawks. That's a long trip to Cleveland.
Yeah, I think the Seahawks win. Also, the Browns have too many wins at this point.
Ravens Cardinals. If we lose to the Cardinals, delete the franchise.
Yeah, you'll be there too.
Bengals Niners. Bengals are not winning that one, Chief.
Yeah, 4-2. They need the L to go to 4-3. Then they'll split the next 2.
Bears Chargers, not the Bears.
Nope.
Raiders Lions. Oh no, the Raiders are 2-5. They're about to be 2-6.
Yikes!
Unless we think the Raiders are going to go to Detroit and beat them.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't either. Eagles Washington, not.
By the way, Lions at 7-1. We got to get them some L's soon, so we're gonna watch for that, people.
Yes. Vikings Packers.
Not
the.
Is it a primetime game?
No, but it's in Green Bay.
Yeah. Okay, that's hostile enough of a situation. Give it to the Packers.
Rams Cowboys. No idea why that's
Cowboys.
Okay.
Facts.
All right, week 9.
All right, we're about to finish up the first half of the schedule, people.
Yes. Titans Steelers. Chiefs Dolphins. How do you feel about this one?
Record check: 7-1 for the Chiefs,
6-2.
6-2 for the Dolphins. It's in Germany. Tyreek Hill gets his lick back. Give it to the Dolphins.
Okay, Bills Bengals.
Oh shit! This is where I'll be doing a watch long, and hoping that it goes all the way through. Let's give it to the Bengals. 7-1 is a little rich for the Bills.
Okay. Chargers.
Also, the Bengals were better than them twice last year. So, Jets. 7.
They'd be 7-1 as well, though. I'm kind of feeling a random Chargers win.
Okay, I think I'm back.
Yeah.
I don't know. 7-1 for the Jets feels like a lot.
I'm down for a random Chargers win on Monday Night Football. I am down for it.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm okay with the Chargers.
Pats Washington, Pats win. Cardinals Browns, Browns win. Oh shit, we play the Seahawks at home? I don't know. I feel like we have a lot of wins though. Like the Ravens have a lot of. I don't think we're 7-1 good. If I'm honest with you. You know what? Seahawks win there. It's just myself. Alam will be back quickly enough. People.
Yep.
But
I'm back. The Wi-Fi was on some prime shit. I had to go get the hamsters to keep running, but I'm back.
there you go. They got tired. So
um.
I said Seahawks will come to Baltimore and beat us because we just need a loss because that's how it goes.
Yep.
Bucks Texans. You know what? Texans get their first win.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. Baker
Colts
Mayfield hands them
Panthers.
up.
This is what I'm fucking talking about.
This is cool shit. This is two rookie quarterbacks. Anthony Richardson. Have the Colts won 2 in a row now? No, they got one earlier.
No, I want to
Did
pick the Panthers.
Panthers get 2 in a row here, man? Fuck it.
Let's go.
Murtaza's
Giants,
agenda
Raiders?
crumbles at this point.
Giants Raiders. You know what? 2-6 versus 2-6. Here we go, baby.
Yo, Garoppolo against Daniel Jones will be riveting stuff. I got Garoppolo.
All right, we'll take it. Fuck it. Falcons. Oh my god. Falcons and Vikings. Vikings got to win, man. I'm sorry. They can't
Yeah,
be this sick.
2-6 is too bad.
Bears Saints. God, I guess the Saints are going to win the South.
Nasty.
Rams Packers. We'll go Packers. Why not? Cowboys and Eagles. I actually
not in Philly. Give Dallas the other game.
That works. So now we're on to week 10. Browns Ravens.
Colts Patriots is in Germany. Damn.
They really don't care about growing the game internationally, bro.
For real. Like, people, go watch Anthony Richardson. That's all there is to see that game. Okay, this is Browns Ravens. This is something I'll leave up
we
to
went
you.
the wrong way on a Bengals game because now they're playing the Texans in week fucking 10 or whatever it is.
Fuck. Okay. Damn. This is the wrong one. Yo, can we go back and give the Bengals a L in their last win?
All right. So we're just rewinding people because, like, why not?
Okay, Bills whatever. The Bills. Okay, the Bills got to win. We'll give them an L at some point.
So now we're in week 10.
Yep.
All right. Colts Pats. I'll go with the Pats.
Yeah.
Okay. Starting 0-3, they're 5-5. Okay.
100%. Leon, we got you.
Jets Raiders. You know what? Raiders, baby.
I like it.
Raiders.
The random shit has to happen. Speaking of random shit, Russell Wilson in Buffalo. High knees on the plane. Broncos country.
Are we picking the Broncos to go to Buffalo and win?
Nah, it's too much. We'll give it to Buffalo.
Yeah, it doesn't even sound right.
That was coming soon.
Jaguars beat the fucking Niners.
I like it.
Here we go. This game, who cares, I guess. But
I think we have to give the Titans some wins.
Oh, that's right.
We do.
3-6, baby. They're bouncing back. Packers, Steelers, heritage teams.
This is for the 70-year-olds.
I'll say the Packers win.
Both teams are 5-3. Yeah, give it to the Packers. They are more 6-3-ish than the Steelers, I think.
Lions, Chargers. Chargers win. Lions need L's.
Yep.
Panthers, Bears.
This is the Murtaza derby right here. This is the draft Panthers, Bears draft pick derby.
Fucking Bears. Let's go.
We'll give the Bears a win here.
Bears got to win, man. Saints and Vikings. I think the Vikings get another win.
Yeah, yeah, 4-6. That makes sense. Also, the Saints have
Falcons,
too many wins.
Cardinals. You know what?
Falcons.
I
Wait, do we
disagree.
have to?
The
Okay,
Cardinals
yeah,
don't have a win, do they? They don't have a win in our
yeah.
thing.
It's a home game. It's Ritter. Yeah, we can fuck it. We'll say this is the Kyler Murray's second game back. Knocked the rust off last week. Shows up and hoops on the Falcons. Pulls
Yeah,
out a shirt saying Caleb Williams who, and
Giants are
gets
going
the
to lose
W.
like 50-0. That's crazy. Giants, Cowboys.
Speaking of Giants Cowboys, yeah, I don't think the Giants do shit in the other matchup. So give me the
No,
Cowboys. I think this is like 10 wins in a row for Dak against the Giants. I really don't think that this is the Giants team that stops that.
Washington, Seattle.
This is the Washington Derby.
Jesus Christ. Seattle, I guess. But like them being 7-3 or 6-3, it'd also be weird. But like whatever, I guess. Oh, we'll see how it
Yeah,
plays out.
we'll give them some L's. We'll give Washington a W at some point.
Ravens,
Oh yeah,
Bengals.
we're giving them a W.
How do you,
You gave the
we won in
oh,
Cincy in our hypothetical.
okay, cool. Do you want to give it to the Bengals here?
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. Raiders,
Yeah. See, the
Dolphins.
5-4 has been achieved.
There we go. Now they're 6-4.
Dolphins.
Dolphins, Steelers,
Yeah, so that's the thing,
Browns.
right? So this is probably where the Bengals get going. The records here are 5-4 and 5-4. Okay, interesting.
We gave the Browns the win
I
in the
don't
first
mind.
game.
Okay, then give it to the Steelers.
Okay, Titans, Jaguars, Bills, Jets. I think the Jets got them.
Jets. Yep.
I think the Jets will get them. Cardinals, Texans. We got some tanking games, baby. You know what? Texans, another win.
Let's do it.
Chargers, Packers. 6-3 versus 6-3. Fuck out of here. But it'll probably be cold.
We can give this
outside.
one to the Chargers because it's an early season game.
Is it though? It's like the week before Thanksgiving.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's true, Chief.
It'll be like normal-ish for football.
So we'll give it.
Yeah,
I don't mind
like,
giving it to the Chargers. I really don't mind.
Yeah, we can give it to the Chargers. It's early in the season. Like their fucked up results will happen later.
Minnesota, Denver. Denver's got to win this one, man.
Okay, let's do it.
We gave Minnesota some wins. Fuck you, niggas, man. Eagles, Chiefs, Super Bowl rematch. How do you feel?
I think they get the win here. I think there's some L's coming. It's a tough part of the schedule for the Eagles. Fuck it, we'll go with the Eagles for now.
Bears, Lions, not the Bears. Fucking Lions, #1 seed. Get the fuck.
Wait, hold up. We're giving the Chiefs the game.
Oh, are you? Did you say the Eagles are gonna win?
Yeah. No, yeah. There's some L's coming after this, but we'll go with the Eagles for this game.
All right, whatever. Not the fucking Panthers because they're not trying to win. Giants gonna win here though. That team's dog shit. I don't know who Sam Howell is.
Same.
Bucks, Niners, not the Bucks. Rams just dog walk them, so I could see the Rams beating them again.
Yeah, a home game. Yep.
I don't mind. Rams are 5-5 through 11 weeks, which is like weirdly good for them.
Yeah, this is wild.
Packers, Lions. We're just gonna start right there. Thanksgiving, Packers. All right. We're not having a fucking 9-2 Lions team. Get the fuck out of my face.
We're not. We're really not.
Dolphins, Jets. Bengals, Steelers. Yeah. Probably the Bengals.
Yeah.
These teams, fuck you. Browns, Broncos, though. How do we feel? I'm down to make that a tie.
See, I like the tie here because this is the matchup of the quarterbacks that's just like fuck these guys. So
yes,
we can go with the tie. I like that.
Chiefs, Raiders. Chiefs bounce back. We play the Chargers. Although I think we just lost in our thing. Right?
Yeah, you guys just lost to the Bengals. So yeah, and the Chargers just got like a win in an iffy game. So Ravens there makes sense.
Pats
Giants don't win.
Giants.
Giants do not win 2 in a row. Giants do not win 2 in a row.
Bucks Colts. How do we feel? I'm trying to give
Um,
the Bucks a win.
ooh. Yeah,
Down.
sure. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Panthers Titans. Titans are low key having like a resurgence in our poll from like 0-6 to like 4-7.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, I'm
Bills
cool with that.
Eagles. What a
We can
game.
give this one to the Bills. Eagles are 9-1. That's a little much.
But now the Bills are 10-2.
That's
What
cool.
else?
Their L's are coming. Their L's are coming. Tough
Uh,
AFC.
not even going to go through that game. I think the Seahawks will get their heads busted. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's just how I feel.
They had a really rough time against the Niners both times, or all 3 times last year.
Saints Falcons. You know what? I'm down for a cheeky Falcons win.
Yeah, that's
They'll
a
run the ball like
huge.
48 times and win like 13-10. I'm down.
It's a huge rivalry game at home. That's winnable for sure.
Chargers, Rams, Cardinals.
Yo, Rams 6-5.
Yeah,
Amazing.
but
Scintillating
Kyler
stuff.
Murray will be playing then, right?
That's what we called actually. Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, but
Give
if
it
you
to the
look at our
Cardinals.
standings, the Cardinals can totally afford to win this game.
That's true. That's true. Let's give it to the Cardinals.
Bears, Vikings. Sorry, Chicago. The Vikings got this.
Yep.
All right, now we're in week 13. We're getting down to the nitty gritty, ladies and gentlemen. Probably just gentlemen.
Yeah, probably.
I can't think one of our 3 viewers are ladies. But
I
maybe.
agree.
You also
can never say never.
Playoff spot is bad for football. I don't think it matters because they're not going to win. So, Chargers and Pats.
Chargers and Pats. Record check 6-5 versus 7-4. Yeah, I think we're getting a little bit lofty with the Patriots wins. We'll give it to the Chargers. 2 back-to-back road wins in cold environments. That probably
Titans?
gasses them, and then the L's come.
Colts, Titans, probably.
Yeah, we have them in a really good place, I guess, in terms of momentum. Sure.
Broncos, Houston. Broncos are 3-7. Broncos got to win, man. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Bengals, Jaguars.
Ooh.
8-3 versus 7-4.
Ooh. Whoever 7-4 wins.
Bengals then.
Cool. All right. But yeah, shout out to the random 3 people that just joined. We're predicting the entire season because Cowboys Giants is not compelling.
The entire season.
Yes.
So if we end up with some random stuff, I'm sorry. We literally went game by game. Dolphins, Washington.
Dolphins, Washington. We'll give it to the Dolphins. They, I think we gave them some L's recently.
Okay. Steelers, Cardinals. We'll go Steelers.
Yep.
Jets, Falcons. We're probably not going Falcons. Browns, Rams.
Browns. I think we have too many Rams ones already.
Okay. Browns are 6-5-1. Chiefs, Packers, Sunday.
We can go Chiefs because I think I had them losing to the Eagles in the last matchup, so Chiefs get this W.
Seahawks, Cowboys.
We'll go Record Cowboys. Check 8-3. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
And then Panthers, Bucks. Oh God. You know what? Panthers win. Fuck you, Baker Mayfield.
Cool. I like that. That makes sense.
Saints.
Hey,
Lions.
Leon, it sounds like Herbert is due. Shit. Saints, Lions, record check 5-6. Want to give this to the Saints in the dome?
Yeah, I'm down. Fuck the Lions. We need to get some L's in there.
Facts. 8-4 from 7-0 to 8-4.
Here's the game for the 1 seed in all likelihood.
Brock Purdy's elbow gets fucked up again. Give me the Eagles.
Actually, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I just think the Eagles will beat them, man.
Yo, they're not coming to Philly and winning. The way their players were like intimidated by the crowd and shit, and like, nah.
Patriots, Steelers. How do we feel?
Patriots, Steelers. Give the Patriots a win here. I think we'd be giving the Steelers a lot of wins. I like the Patriots here.
Jaguars and Browns.
Ooh, Jags. We just gave the Jags the L.
Texans, Jets, not the Texans, not the Colts. Bills, Chiefs.
Record check, Chiefs.
All right. Broncos, Chargers.
Chargers,
Not the Broncos, not the Titans. So sorry.
not the Rams.
Probably not the Rams there. This is a 50
We
50
can
fucking
give we,
game.
we can give this one to Minnesota because Vegas is a friendly environment to play in. So Kirk Cousins in the dome, basically a home game.
Hmm. Do we continue this late Bucks charge to the NFC South, or do we give the Falcons another win?
I think we give the Falcons a win here.
Okay. Bears Lions. Can the Bears actually do anything useful in their lives?
I actually don't mind it. I don't mind it at
All
all.
right, let's get weird. Bears win, baby. There we go,
Yep,
Murtaza. Don't say we'd hate the Bears or anything.
facts.
Panthers Saints. Not the
Um,
Panthers.
yeah,
Probably not the Panthers. So sorry. Seahawks getting smoked again is what it is.
yep. You can give this one to the Cowboys.
Okay. Packers Giants. You know what? Giants got to win one of these games, man. They're 3-9.
Facts. And the Packers need some L's. Cool.
Yes.
Cool. Week 15. Here we go, people. We're
Here we
entering.
go.
Holiday season is upon us. Christmas
Chargers
ads.
Raiders. I'm feeling a Raiders win.
I like this. I like this. Yeah, Chargers late season fuckery. We're entering that time period.
Steelers Colts. Steelers building momentum. Have no reason to be losing to the Colts. I'm feeling a Colts win.
Yep. Yep. Anthony
Jets
Richardson,
Dolphins.
200 rushing yards.
Everybody's 10-3 in this division. Holy shit.
Honestly, that checks out. That actually
Kind of
checks
makes
out.
sense, but also kind of fucking crazy.
It's chaos, but I like it. Jets Dolphins. Wait, we don't have a memory of if there was a first matchup. What we did.
We probably picked the Jets.
Fuck, I don't know. I really don't know. This is a toss up. You can put whatever you want.
All right, we're gonna go with the Jets. Fuck you, Tua. Titans, Texans. Here we go, baby. Texans or Titans resurgence. Let's get crazy. I'm down to pick the Jaguars here.
Cool.
I'm kind of okay with that.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Bears, Browns.
Hey,
Sorry.
hold. We skipped Chiefs, Patriots.
Oh shit. Not
Chiefs.
the Patriots,
Chiefs.
Not the Patriots. Bears, Browns. Not the Bears. Broncos, Lions. As much as
We
I
can
don't,
give the Lions a win here. The
I don't think
losing
we can
run.
avoid giving them a win there.
Yeah.
Not the Vikings. Cowboys, Bills.
Bills. I think we've given them a couple L's recently.
Panthers, Falcons. This is a number one draft pick scenario.
Record check. Well, hold on. So the Falcons won today. We can give it to the Panthers.
Let's do it. Okay. Bucks,
Okay.
Packers.
The Bay Derby. We can give this to. We can give it to Green Bay. I feel like they've.
It's a fucking cornball. Oh my god.
Oh shit. We have a guest. Welcome to the stream, Murtaza.
What's up?
Hey, man,
I
how's
guess
it going?
maybe okay. Yo, how's life, man? Fair enough, people.
I just
Riveting stuff.
Yeah, it's just not great. It's not great. You know what? It's not great.
So here's
But
the thing.
we're here
Basically, we're predicting the season, right? And then every time a Bears game would come up, we would say, you know what? Because Murtaza's not here, Bears L. But now that you're here, I'm just saying we're gonna give the Bears a bunch of W's now.
Yeah, we might have to.
Sure.
Yeah, we have to. He showed up. We said the L's are because he's not here. Now we have to flip it.
So
I'm doing some homework.
Giants, Saints.
I feel like the Saints record is.
I'll throw
I feel like
Giants,
the
throw
Saints
Giants.
record is too good.
Yeah, not the Cardinals. Probably
Panthers.
not.
That's a crazy win. Panthers, Falcons. Are you high?
Just the reverse of today. That's what we based it on.
Nah. They're gonna beat the shit out of them there too, bro.
We'll
Panthers
see, bro.
suck.
We'll
Hey,
see.
Hey, you want to?
Yo, low key, the Falcons do too, bro.
Yeah, like
But we saw today. But like the Falcons were bad, and the Panthers were that much worse.
Look, man, just wait on us. We're simulating the
Hey,
whole
we're
season.
cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking.
Okay.
We have to put some shit. We have to put some shit.
Yes, some shit's gonna happen. It is what it is.
Okay.
Bengals, Steelers.
Steelers, Bengals. So we have the Bengals on like a crazy winning streak at this point. I'm pretty sure they're 10 and
Yes,
4, right? It's
I'm
some
down
shit
for a
has to
Steelers
happen.
win. I'm down.
Okay, we'll
No,
do it.
I'm
nah,
down for anarchy.
bro. Kenny Pickett is ass, man. Don't do that.
Yo, ass
Okay,
quarterbacks get wins sometimes.
okay, but like Murtaza, the Bengals scored 3 points today.
That was because it was pouring down.
You don't think it might be pouring down in Pittsburgh the week
It,
before
it, it,
Christmas?
it wasn't
Mm.
pouring down the whole game, I don't think, either.
And like Burrow's rusty because he barely played the offseason. Like he
You
barely
don't think
practiced.
it might be raining sideways in Pittsburgh a week before Christmas?
Snowing sideways.
I don't know, man. Bro, even still, I'll take the Bengals because of
Man, fuck
Steelers
that.
suck.
Steelers.
Nah, bro, we have them on like a 5-game winning streak. Some
Steelers.
shit's gonna happen. Then they'll get more
Yes.
wins after this. Bills, Chargers, record check on the Chargers.
9-5 Chargers, baby.
I don't hate giving the Chargers this W.
Chargers, Browns, Texans.
Yeah.
You know what? Texans.
No, don't. do
Yes.
it. Oh,
What do you mean no? Yes. Yes. That's 3 wins. That's not a lot.
You got
Pats,
Patriots, Broncos. We
Broncos.
can go.
I'm down to go
Hold
Broncos.
on. Record check on the Broncos. Yeah, okay. We need the Broncos to get some wins here.
Raiders, Chiefs. Not the
Chiefs.
Raiders.
Yeah, not the Raiders.
Dude, we haven't picked Washington to win in fucking forever, but they're not going to win this game.
Yeah, this isn't it.
oh
Colts,
my God, they're
Falcons.
2-13.
Dog, I hate what I saw from them today. The fact that that game
Sam
was
Howell is ass.
he's dog shit. I did not know how bad he was.
Like, what's his
Colts.
face was hyping him up as well. Ron Rivera, he's like, man, only if I knew how good he was last season, I would have put him earlier. Bro,
First of
he's
all, why the
dog shit.
fuck do you not know your players are good if they are? Second of all, why would you lie about some shit like that and act like he's good now?
Bro,
I
Taylor
hate
Heineke,
Ron
they
Rivera.
got rid of him. He's better than him.
Yo, facts. Heineke's better than Ritter too. It's crazy. Yo, Heineke knows how to pick
Crazy.
a backup quarterback job. He knows how to find an ass starter
Facts.
and get that backup job.
Hey, man. Colts,
Facts.
Falcons.
Record check on the Colts. We got them at
3-11
3-11.
versus
Yeah, they're gonna beat the
4-9-1.
We
Damn.
could give Richardson with his legs, running for more passing yards than Ritter gets.
You could talk me
Bro,
into it.
Basically, Bijan
it
against
was-
Richardson on the ground.
It was insane because today I was watching the Falcons game for a little bit. Ritter had 5 for 6, throwing for 0 yards.
What?
He had 5 completions for 0 yards.
That's hilarious.
Yo, Bijan had 3 catches for 6 yards. I think that was 3 of the 5 there. So, yeah, it was bad.
And he had
Hey,
a
man,
he had a
what-
6-yard negative 6 yard
Real hoops. Real
Yeah.
hoops.
Crazy.
Seahawks.
Yes.
Titans. Probably
Easy.
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
We've been giving the Titans a lot of wins on the low. They're not good. So
Wait.
For
Let
real.
me see where they.
They're 6-9 after this game.
What? How?
Bro, division.
Bro,
Oh,
Murtaza, you're
God.
saying this, but like you got to look at the games and go through it, and you'll be like, wait, a lot of the cheeks of the league play each other, so
Yeah,
people have to
for
win.
real.
Like for example, right? I think the Buccaneers are dog shit, but in our
Same.
thing they have 4 wins.
Bro, what's his face? These I think the Texans and the Titans are better than these guys, bro. Colts, are better than Titans.
I mean, cool. You could think that, but
Yo, no, here's the thing. We can give the Titans some more L's and the Colts some
yeah,
W's.
we
like,
probably will give the Colts.
we
some
we got a
more wins
couple
in the
more
back end of the
weeks to get
season.
this shit done.
Okay.
We're also
Jaguars,
like
Tampa.
15 weeks in, Murtaza. Like it is what it is. Fucking is what it is. Jaguars, Bucks, not the fucking Bucks.
Yeah,
I
not
don't
the
know what to
Bucks.
Tell you.
Yep.
Although you know what, like a 12 wins Jaguars team doesn't. That I don't feel like that's the thing.
In that division, though.
That's kind of true.
In
have
that
6
division,
guaranteed wins.
also, this isn't the game. This isn't the upset. There could be an upset last couple weeks. That's not the one.
Okay.
Tyreek Hill, 400 yards in that game.
Fuck
Trevon Diggs biting on everything underneath.
Okay,
It's gonna be-
Ravens, Niners. We're probably gonna go with the Niners.
Record
don't
check
know,
on the
though.
Ravens. Record check on the
Ooh.
Ravens. 10-4
Yeah,
versus
Niners,
10-4
Niners.
versus 11-3.
Yeah, Niners. Bro, the Niners are
Okay,
really
cool,
good, man.
cool. We can go with the Niners. It's cool. We can go with the Niners.
All right, whatever. Saints, Rams. I'm gonna go Rams, baby.
Yo,
Depends. If Stafford's
Yo,
healthy.
we have the
so
Rams.
hold on. We have the Rams at 7-8. Okay, we need to give them 2 L's down the stretch here.
Okay.
Fuck.
Packers, Panthers.
Packers.
Oh man, but I'm feeling the Panthers win.
No.
Actually, 4 wins is a lot for them.
You know what? Lions, Vikings. Fuck you, Detroit. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Vikings keep their slim division hopes alive somehow.
I'm with that.
Cardinals,
That's how that
Bears-
division is supposed
Bears
to go.
have to win this game.
Bears win. Yeah, Murtaza's here.
Yeah,
Bears
or
win.
I'll legitimately like jump off of his tower. Like I actually just might.
Okay, the
Giants,
stakes are
Eagles?
pretty high,
Not
just like the tower.
Giants.
Shut up. Man.
Yes, no, not the Giants.
Not the Giants, Chief.
Not
They just put the
okay.
36-yard field goal,
Dope.
by the way. Jets, Browns.
Awesome stuff.
Are we feeling a cheeky Browns win on Thursday Night Football? The boys.
7-7-1 against 12-3. Here's the thing: 12-3 in a tough AFC. I'll be real. I don't know. That being said, it's the Browns. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Give it to the Browns.
Let's do it. Raiders, Colts. Colts get a win.
Yes.
Dolphins, Ravens. All right, we just lost the
Okay.
Niners last week.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
Come
Dolphins
back.
just got a big win against the Cowboys. We can go with Lamar.
Pats, Bills, not the Pats.
Lamar in Florida also. That's the guaranteed win. No, it's in Baltimore. Fuck.
It's in Baltimore.
Yeah, fuck.
Texans.
Texans.
Yeah, Texans. Fuck it.
Texans.
The Titans.
Texans for pettiness. I'm down.
Facts.
Bengals, Chiefs.
Shit.
Ooh.
Do I
Shit.
actually- you know
Yo, we
what?
just gave the Bengals a bad out.
That's true.
We can give them
Fuck
the win
you,
here.
Kansas City. How about that?
Yo, look, hold on. Yo, look at the records. We have 3 12-4 teams and 3 11-5 teams.
We have
We have
4. We're about to have a 4.
Oh shit. Yo, the whole playoff picture has either 12 or 11 wins. This is cinema going into the last week, man. If you have 10 wins, hold that. Does somebody have 10 wins? They can hold it if they do. Oh, okay. So yo, the playoff spots are clinched.
The Chargers do.
Oh,
Hold on.
no.
Where are they?
No.
No. You give them this win.
Oh,
Wait.
shit.
If they win this
shit.
game, does it change anything? No, it doesn't. No.
Yo, they go into the last week 11-5 outside of the playoff picture, and Herbert
that
just
would be the
cries.
most Chargers thing ever. Steelers, Seahawks, baby.
Yo, we did it. We did something reasonable. All of this makes sense.
Lions, Cowboys, not the Lions.
Yo,
Yeah,
we actually
that's
had the
fucking
Lions
Cowboys.
start out at like 7-0, and now they're 9-7.
All right, guys, if we keep giving the Rams wins, they're in the playoffs. Do we think the
Fuck
Giants
no,
will beat
Giants win.
Yeah.
That's too much.
them? I actually don't think the Giants will beat them, but I've been outvoted, so whatever. Niners, no.
Niners.
Washington, get out of my fucking face.
Saints.
I'm pretty sure we have Washington on like an 11-game losing streak.
Yeah, okay, we'll give them the last week. Oh, they played the Cowboys in the last week, by the way, but they beat them last year in the same spot, so fuck it.
No, but in this hypothetical, the Eagles
Yeah.
will have already won the division.
Yeah, but they played the Giants in the last week.
It doesn't matter. Look at the
No, I
record.
know. No, I know. I'm saying just like Washington, we give them the W against Dallas next
Oh
week.
yeah,
and
but
that's
even if
2
they were
years in
playing
a
the
row.
Cowboys, I'd be down to give it to them. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Saints, Bucks.
Saints.
You know what?
No.
But Murtaza, look at the record. We're so
Oh,
close
they're
to-
horrible. There's a reason why. They're dog shit. I know they beat the
But
Vikings.
Murtaza, look at the records. We're so close to greatness.
Oh, God, sure. Go ahead, man.
Wait, we missed the Saints game, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah, they only have 15 wins going into the last week.
Or 15 games going. Oh, okay. We'll have to figure
I
that
gotta
out.
go back and find it. Falcons, Bears. How do we feel? Bears,
Bears.
Yes.
Vikings, Packers.
Record check.
I want to go Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings
It's
at
at
home.
Minnesota. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, look at
All right,
that.
now we got to
division.
go find this fucking Saints game. God damn it.
I feel like it's recent, so just go
I feel
backwards.
like it would be as well. No, it's there. Big up to everybody watching, by the way. Here it is. The Saints better not lose this
That's
game.
a big game too, man. Damn.
All right, so the Saints have it wrapped up at 7-9 going into the last week.
Welcome to the NFC South.
Yes. Jets, Pats, last game of the season. The Jets go undefeated in the division and win it. That's basically what we have here.
Shit. Yeah, it's true. In Foxborough last week. Yeah, I feel like the Jets win.
All right.
Yeah, Jets win. Yes.
Okay, Bills, Dolphins.
Okay, hold
Winner
up. We
probably
gave
gets
that.
the 5th seed.
Shit. Yeah, hold up. Yo, that matchup is huge. So the way the Dolphins played the Bills tough last year, I feel like we should give this to the Dolphins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ravens, Steelers. We're not losing the fucking Steelers in the last week. It's not happening.
Not twice in the same season.
Not
Bengals get their get back.
Yeah,
Bengals
Bengals
win.
get that. Oh, tie, bro. Is this a tie? This is a tie, right?
Hey, I'm kind of feeling, but we already have. Do we have the Texans tying already? We already do.
Oh fuck. Okay. We'll give somebody else a tie. We did say 3 ties, and we only did 2 so far, I think.
You know what? Seahawks, Cardinals. No, Bucks, Panthers. That's a tie.
Yeah. Bucks, Panthers. That's
where we're
tie.
putting it.
Cool.
Okay, Colts or Texans? I want to go with the Colts.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
Titans, Jaguars. Titans will win because the Jaguars will have nothing at all to play for.
Okay. Dope.
Chiefs, Chargers. Wait. The Chargers will get. If the Chargers win, what happens? Oh my God, they leap somebody in the playoffs. They
Who
leap.
do they lead?
So if the Chargers win,
Yo,
Bills
the Bills.
go
The
on the
Bills.
playoffs.
They bounced the Bills. They
the Chargers
bounced the
go into the
Bills.
playoffs. But if the Chiefs win, they hold the one
Chargers.
seed.
Yeah, and Chargers are out.
But do we think the Chiefs are going to go 6-0 in division? I don't.
Here's the thing: they tend not to. But also, do we see the Chargers winning an all or nothing game at the end of the season?
Hey man, it's got to happen one of these years. Let's get weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have them getting bounced in the first round of the playoffs. I feel like that has to make up for this.
Oh, it would be Chargers Jags rematch again.
Dope. That's amazing. That's cool.
Dude, this is great. This is so
Oh
much
my
fun.
God. Doug
Broncos,
Peterson.
Raiders. You know what? Fuck it, Raiders.
Cool. Yeah. These kind of matchups.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Washington. Washington.
Washington.
Breaks a 3-month losing streak. Eagles, Giants.
Yeah. You can give
I'm
this.
tempted
You
to
can
say
give
who
this to the
gives it
Giants.
to.
We'd be
Well,
we'd
let
be
me
resting
check
in this
and make sure
situation,
who
I
gives it.
believe.
No, the Eagles have to win.
Oh no, the Niners.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Eagles win.
Eagles win. Niners win. I'll go Seahawks over Cardinals because the Seahawks need to win to have a chance. Vikings and Lions. Last game of the season.
This will be huge for the division.
I think this determines a playoff spot.
So yeah, put the other one. But hold up, do we have the Bears getting their get back there? I think we do, right?
No.
Fair enough.
I think we lose this
Murtaza.
game. We get other wins in other places.
Okay. All right. Cool. Packers. It is.
Falcons,
So then
Saints, it
go.
doesn't fucking matter. Let's go with Falcons. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know what? Now let's go
7
with
and
Saints.
10.
Let's respect them a little bit. 8 and 9. Okay.
9. Okay. Cool.
So yeah, if I click Vikings, they go into the playoffs and Detroit drops out. If I go with Detroit,
No, Detroit stays. Detroit stays
don't.
either way. If they have nothing to
Oh
play,
my God, they do because we had them beating the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if they have nothing
man.
to play for, I definitely got the Vikings getting this. Yo, that division getting 3 playoff spots is insane.
But they're all.
But shit, it makes sense. But it makes sense. Fuck.
Oh my God.
Okay, hold up. Go to wild card. Let's see what this looks like.
Oh, this is hoops. This is hoops right
Holy
here.
Cowboys, Saints, nasty. Vikings, Packers, wow. Lions, Niners, wow.
Oh my God.
Yo, Chiefs, Bengals, wild card. Dolphins. Yo, those are crazy wild card. The AFC wild card, that is cinema. Every single game. Watch, they're gonna put the Cowboys on Monday night though, because viewership.
Oh, of course. Okay, how do we feel?
So
I
we
think the
said we
Chargers-
have the Chargers getting bounced.
Okay, I was gonna say I think they win, but I'm down with them losing.
Murtaza, what do you think?
Who? Chargers?
Chargers,
Chargers or
Jaguars.
Yeah, I like the Jags here.
All right,
Same.
so Jaguars through Bengals, Chiefs.
Bengals, Cincinnati.
Okay, Ravens, Dolphins.
Yo, this is wild.
Ravens. Actually, I mean, yeah,
Yo.
by then they'll have their offense figured out. Yeah.
By then they'll have their offense figured out. By then
Also-
they'll have their defense like ready to go against that
Yeah,
offense. That like I feel like if you figure out their like strengths, I don't think they have like a counter punch.
Also, the weather. Like,
True,
keep in mind
100%. Yeah.
That is Tua in January in the Northeast.
Yeah, okay, cool. Baltimore,
Not the Saints.
Dallas,
They're not good.
Dallas.
Minnesota, Green
Vikings.
Bay.
Yo, but here's the thing: primetime Kirk Cousins.
But like Jordan Love's
But then
never been
again,
in a playoff game.
yeah, that's true. He won a road playoff game in New Orleans. Fuck it, Vikings.
Okay, let's do it. Vikings. Yeah, it'd be Vikings Eagles the week after. It wouldn't even matter.
Nasty work.
They can go through.
I
Okay.
need that, man.
Divisional round. Oh my god.
All right, so yo, here's the thing, right?
Ooh.
We feel like Eagles Niners here.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yes.
All
I
right, so
kind of
then
do, but I'm down for Eagles Cowboys. I can be talked in.
I hear you.
Eagles
but bro,
Niners, bro.
Dak Prescott on the road in the playoffs.
Bro, Dak Prescott in the playoffs, period. Like, what?
But that's the thing.
Yeah,
He
but,
has he has I think a win at home. Does he have a win on the road?
Imagine the
Tampa.
cinema.
That doesn't count.
Imagine the cinema.
Oh, the
Come
cinema
on,
would
man.
be unreal. But I'm
Fuck
going
the
with
cinema.
the
Okay,
Niners.
so
Fuck your cinema, man.
Cowboys, Niners. One word. Who do we think is gonna win?
Niners.
All right. So I guess it doesn't matter. I want to vote the Cowboys, but it don't fucking matter.
Jets Bengals.
Hey,
Yo,
give
Bengals
me-
do their Bengals do their
Cincy.
normal thing and give us 20 points in the playoffs, bro. We know this.
Cincy.
I think you know
I
what?
got the Jets, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the Jets will beat them.
You think so?
Bro, think about it. Look what the Ravens defense did to the Bengals last year. Now think about the Jets defense.
Yeah, but the Jets defense isn't as good as the Ravens defense.
I think they're better, to be honest. And
I think
No.
they're better
I
too.
think they're better.
In what and how? In what sense?
I think their secondary is better than our secondary. At least when we played the Bengals.
Your linebackers are better. Your defensive line's better.
Yeah, but I don't think that game was that way because of the front seven per se. It's just they weren't getting separation, and the Ravens were also able to play complementary football and run the ball.
But this is the thing. If you can't get separation, if the Bengals receivers can't get separation and Burrow has to sit behind that offensive line for a few seconds,
I
like,
also think it's kind of crazy that we just said the Bengals are just going to beat the Chiefs. Now that I think about it.
Nah,
here's
the
the thing.
Chiefs, bro. I don't think so. Not this year.
I think that's kind of nuts.
Nah, they need another. Unless like they go crazy and trade for like Mike Evans or something. I don't think so.
But yo, here's the thing, right? Those games always end up just being decided by a field goal one way or another. So it's genuinely that matchup is always going to be a coin flip to me.
Not the Chiefs is fucking crazy to me.
It's fucking hilarious. It is hilarious.
So we're going Jets, right?
I have the Jets.
Sure. You
I
know what?
also have the
Either
Jets.
way, I win.
Okay. Ravens. Fucking
Yeah, Ravens.
Jaguars.
Baltimore.
Yeah, I got the Ravens.
Okay, so our fucking championship weekend. It
Our
boils
ones
down
and
to
two
one and
seeds.
twos.
Ooh,
Ones
all
and
of
twos.
Okay, so how do we feel?
So hold up. Ravens, Jets, right? I
Oh
think
my god.
I think I have Lamar outdoing Aaron Rodgers.
That would be incredible. But Murtaza, Ravens Jets, who do you think would win in this purely hypothetical game in the end of January?
I don't know, man. It matters. Like the main thing here is health. Do I think the Ravens will be healthy enough? Like with OBJ and everyone? That's just
Low-key.
if the Ravens
fair
are
point.
if both teams are fully healthy, I got the Ravens. But considering everything, I'll go with the Jets. Like
It's a fair point. It's a fair point. Peter, what are you saying?
Hey man, I can't pick against my own team. Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
Hey,
Fuck that nigga, dog.
I'll win either way.
Niners, Eagles.
Brock Purdy is not coming to Philadelphia in this kind of a game and winning. So I got the Eagles. That's just where I'm at with it.
Yep.
Hey man, we predicted a Ravens Eagles Super Bowl.
Bird Gang Super Bowl, running back quarterback Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man.
I think Hurts and Lamar shake hands before the game and they say, look, QB power every single play, and they shake on it, and it's just QB power every single play.
Jesus
and I think the Eagles offensive line gets us the W in that situation.
Yeah. The Eagles will win.
We have the Eagles beating the Ravens in a Super Bowl after the funniest season of all time.
100%. Joe, what are we saying? He says the same thing. Yeah, fuck it. Home field advantage wins, as in the Eagles win the projection on this channel run by an Eagles fan. So
the Eagles fan beats the Ravens fans team in the final of the projections we made. So you can tell we're obviously very unbiased here.
On the stream with hella green, you know what I'm saying? Just insane amounts of green.
But how do you guys feel about our actual projections in terms of the standings?
I think they're reasonable.
I don't think the Bears will get 6 wins. That's a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I think they'll get.
No, here's the thing. No, 100%. There could be. I actually think there's a lot of amongst the NFC fucking North and South.
Oh shit!
I think the records are fair, but the outcomes for the
guys,
teams.
I can click on the actual records next to a team, and it can pull up all the schedule.
All right, dope. See, Murtaza,
this is what we have predicted.
Look at the terrorism we
have you beating the Broncos.
We had the Bucks beating the Bears.
We're not losing to Washington or Tampa Bay. Are you high?
We picked them to lose because you weren't here.
You said you'd get 3 or 4, right?
What do you mean?
How many wins do you think the Bears will get?
I think somewhere between 7, 8, 9. I think. Bro, I'm high on this team. Week 1 doesn't change that just because we have Osama bin Getsy.
So outside of Washington and Tampa, what do you disagree with here?
Osama bin Getsy is funny.
Yeah, but if you do that, then we get 8 games, which is what I think will happen.
Okay,
that's fair.
I don't even think it matters to switch those games, to be honest.
It changes nothing to the picture.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Just gets the Bears.
Yeah, but I don't think the Packers will win. What's his face?
Let's go to the Packers games. Actually, let's look at the Packers games. So we have them beating the Falcons. That's reasonable. Beating the Saints is reasonable. Losing to the Lions is reasonable. Losing to the Raiders is actually rough. Losing to the Broncos is rough. Beating the Vikings and Rams is reasonable. Beating the Steelers is reasonable. Losing to the Chargers.
I don't think they'll beat the Steelers because I think
okay, cool. That's one game. But
that defensive line will fuck them up. And I think the Saints one is kind of that because the Saints have a decent pass rush as well. That's 2 right there. Who else you got? Giants, yes.
So we have them splitting with the Lions, and then that's the thing. But we have them losing. So here's the thing, Murtaza, right? When we pick the game, sometimes we'd look at the records and be like, "Yo, somebody has a little too many wins to give them an L," right? So that's what that Giants loss was. We have them losing to the Giants strictly because we felt like they had too many wins. It's that washes out one of the other wins.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right? So then go down. Do we have any other bad losses for them? Because I think we tried to incorporate that kind of shit.
We have them losing to the Giants.
Yeah, that's the one bad loss.
I think they'll lose to the Giants. It's at New York?
Yeah.
It's a Monday night game in New York.
Yeah, that'll happen.
And we had them losing to the Vikings week 17, but I don't think that's a bad loss.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
But also, we don't have any of the fucking actually.
Wait, go to the Vikings one?
What's up?
Go to the Vikings one?
So they lost today.
Yeah.
We had them
lost to the Eagles.
Starting 0-3. That's great. I don't think we'll lose to them at home,
No, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, we'll keep going. Going. We have them losing to the Niners.
You see them today. They're dog shit. They're so bad. Wait, then you have to click on the Vikings again.
Nah.
Wait. Oh, there you go.
Oh, shit. If the Bears beat the Vikings,
we put the Bears in the playoffs.
But then they play the Niners. Baby. Do you really want that to be your team, Murtaza?
Huh?
if we reverse this result, we have the Bears in the playoffs against the Niners.
Sure. Justin Fields playoff game?
Fuck no. No
Bro,
one
what do
wants
you
to see
mean?
that. God
In
damn.
that scenario, I don't really care. As long as we get like 8 wins, I'll be happy.
You have 8 wins in our hypothetical.
Yeah. That's fine by me.
Yeah, I don't think the Vikings schedule is too crazy in terms of what we predicted.
That's pretty decent. Wait. Let me see. Cardinals 2-50.
Yo, here's the thing, Murtaza. We gave him an early win too. I'm pretty sure. I think.
Oh,
Wait, who?
We gave him a
Commanders
crazy
or
win.
The Cardinals.
I feel like we gave the Cardinals a crazy
Let's
win.
see the Commanders. All right, so they won today because they beat the Cardinals.
Oh my!
Oh, fuck, we pick 1 in 15. We 1 in 15 for the Commanders. I hold up. Here's the thing,
it
right?
was the last 100%. Game, wasn't it?
Yes. Yo, we have them losing 15 games in a row, which is definitely not going to happen. We were wilding here. Well, hold on. The Broncos loss is wild, right?
Is it wild?
The Falcons. No, I mean, like, it's not wild. It's just like that's one that could go the other way. The Falcons
50-50.
Game could go.
The Bears game is kind of 50-50.
Exactly.
Falcons,
the Falcons is 50-50.
Nah, this bro.
Giants,
if we lose to these bums,
Eagles,
bro,
I don't think so. Pats, I don't think so. This, I don't think so. This absolutely is 50-50.
So that's the thing, right? We have the Giants sweeping them. That could go 1-1, but also the Giants could sweep.
But the rest of this shit, I don't feel.
I think the Rams will win. I think they'll beat the Rams.
Yeah, that's possible too. That's definitely possible.
I could see them beating the Giants here.
Yo, I agree with this. Commanders would definitely get a tie.
Facts.
You know what? You want to make it a tie in this game in Week 11?
Fuck it. Yeah, I like it.
Fuck it.
Hey, have them beating the Rams.
I mean, we could. Yeah, the Rams ain't making it anyways. Fuck it.
Yo, this is the thing, right? If the Rams are definitely going to just lose games a lot. Let's just see the Rams real quick. Because we have them 6-11 now.
I don't know if they lose 11 games, though.
Bro, I think Stafford will get hurt, and they'll lose a lot.
See, that's my thing. I think Stafford and Donald will eventually be shut down this year, and that'll just be a key part. That being said, right, the rest of their team actually played well, which is, like, shocking. Puka Nacua, 5th-round rookie, got, like, fucking 15 targets and 10 catches, right? Shit like that happening is crazy. If their talent base,
the Rams starting 4-3, and then they finished 6-11.
Yeah, but that's why we have them taking hella L's because we saw 4-3 and said, "Fuck that, they need L's."
Hey,
so Peter, the Rams losing to the Cardinals here, which I guess.
Peter, you know we started 3-4 last year. I don't think they're actually going to
lose to the Browns.
We started 3-4 last year and finished 3-14.
Oh yeah. See, that's the tanking team. That's a tanking team season.
I don't know.
I'll be back. You guys hold it down for a second.
Yeah, I want to reverse the Browns game. See what that does to us. Not much. But are there any other teams whose records you look at and you're like, I don't see it? Having a 3-way tie at 4-12-1 in the NFC South is very funny, though.
That Titans one is killing me.
Okay, all right. Let's look at the game.
Let's see.
They're going to lose today. They're going to lose. They start 0-4, right? But you're playing the Colts. You're playing the Falcons. You're playing the Bucks. They're playing the Panthers. The Colts again. The Texans.
Wait, do you have them sweeping the Colts?
I think so, yeah.
No, surely they'll split.
Okay, sure. So they are 6-11 and the Colts are 7-10. But do you think the Colts are going to win 7 games? I don't.
Go to their record?
So we have the Colts starting like 2-5. But then
I don't think they'll beat the Saints.
Okay.
And I don't think they'll beat the Panthers. Actually,
I have the Panthers beating them, so
yeah, okay. Yeah, they'll lose.
I don't know. I have them. Look at the schedule at the end of the season.
They'll lose to the Steelers.
I don't know about that.
With that pass rush against the offensive line.
Yeah, but then how are the Steelers going to score points if they don't get turnovers? I could see Anthony Richardson and the Colts dialing something up to beat them in a one-off game, but Look at these games to end the season. You're telling me they can't beat the Falcons or the fucking Raiders or the Texans?
No, I don't think they could beat the Falcons. No.
I absolutely think they could beat the Falcons. Falcons also don't have a quarterback.
Team is actually really good. Like they're
it's really good, but they can't throw the ball at all.
So can't the fucking Colts.
The Colts have a rookie quarterback though that they're actually trying to develop into something. The Falcons just have Desmond Ridder being a placeholder. Either way, none of those teams are close to the playoffs. So like we could reverse all the games down there. It doesn't really matter.
4-12 Falcons. Wow. After all the money they spent, that would be something.
I mean, okay, let's look at the fucking schedule. They won today. I don't think they're winning next week. I don't think they're beating Detroit. I don't think they're winning that London game. We have a tie here. If you want to give it to them, sure, we can. I don't give a fuck.
Texans Falcons. I
don't see what's so crazy about that.
It's so... Oh my god, that's so funny.
Like, okay, the Falcons win. They go from 4-12-1 to 5-12. Oh man,
they'll beat the fucking Bucks, man. The Bucks are bad.
I think they'll beat them once. I don't think they're gonna beat them twice. Like the Bucks are ass cheeks. I agree with you. You want to know who else is ass cheeks? The whole rest of the division, like.
Yeah. Damn. There's very few like
should be better, and I kind of agree with you, but like, okay, we could say they might beat the Cardinals here. Sure. Okay, so 6-11 is the Falcons. Do you really see like more than 7 or 8 games that you'd be like, yeah, they got a really, really good
chance? I think that's about right. I think 6 wins is about right.
Okay, so now the Cardinals are 1-16, I think. Yep.
Which is on track, bro. They have like the worst roster I've ever seen.
They're actively trying to lose games. They're this year's Bears. Here's the thing: is like they won't have to shut it down. Yeah, that's what I'm saying in terms of mentality. But they won't have to shut it down because they won't accidentally win 3 games like the Bears.
Bro, they won't be in as many games as us either.
What's
that, Murtaza?
I said they won't be in as many games as we were last year. We went 1-9 and
we
went 1-9 and 1-score games. Like,
so also there's a decision to be made about Kyler, right? Because like let's say Kyler's healthy week 7 for argument's sake, right? They're 0-6 at that point. I was here listening to somebody talking about the situation to where like Kyler Murray, he has a contract that has a base guarantee, then an injury guarantee. So like if he steps on the field and gets hurt, his guarantee actually goes up. So from the Cardinals standpoint, they might not actually even want to put him on a football field. From his standpoint, fresh off an ACL tear, would you want to step on a football field to play on this dog shit team? Probably not. So there's like a pretty realistic chance that he might not see the football field at any point this year. But obviously, like I think a big part of that will be how they fare in the meantime. And the thing is they played much better against the Commanders than I expected, even factoring in for like the Commanders just being bad. But yeah, I still think that like they're gonna have a hard time hanging in games. Week 1 is the sloppiest week of football, so the advantage goes to all the worst teams. So if you're a bad team that didn't get a win today, shout out to the Bucks for getting that done. If you're a bad team that didn't get a win today, hold that. Like it's only gonna get harder from this point onwards.
Facts.
I don't know, man. I don't think our standings are that crazy.
No. Now it's like more balanced.
The Bills missing the playoffs is hilarious, though.
It's so funny, but this is. But Peter, the conversation that sprung this out, like this whole thing, is talking about how crazy the AFC playoff landscape is. This is real. This is why like wins are so important. And we did these predictions, right? A lot of these teams play each other the same way the dog shit teams play each other. All the good teams play each other too. So like those head-to-head matchups will be everything.
Did we have the Chargers beating the Bills? Is that why they're in and the Bills aren't? Yes, I think so. We do. That's what it is. Okay.
See, we could swing that. But hold up. Let's go through this and see like what is and isn't reasonable. I know Leon was saying that they're not going to win in Foxborough. And I was like, I don't know.
Bro, why are we acting like Foxborough is like 2017 Foxborough?
Because he's a Patriots fan.
That's cool, but like Weren't them niggas like 5-12 last year or whatever?
Hey.
8 and
Also,
9.
don't be surprised if we beat these bums as well. Don't be surprised.
Who, the Chargers?
Yep.
Where
Bro,
was
in
LA, I'd be very surprised.
I don't put them losing past anybody. I don't put them losing to anybody past like them as a team because it's the Chargers. But that being said, like, I don't know, are home games even really home games?
No, bro. That's what I'm saying because SoFi, even when we went there against the Rams, bro, we dominated. It was 75% Bears. And the Bears always travel well. And by this time, I think the offense will be figured out because the same shit happened last season. And one thing I'll say is I kind of put us in the same bracket as the Lions last year. Like, we'll start off really slow and then pick it up and win a bunch of games in a row. So,
it's 32-0. It's 32-0. Anybody who knows the Giants fans, check on their well-being because between the playoff game they lost to the Eagles and this Cowboys game, they've been outscored 70-7 in the last 95 minutes of football that they've played. So, yeah, check on any Giants fans you might know. It's 71 now.
This is karma for all the shit talking they were doing to Kadarius Toney, bro. This is karma.
Yo, both parties took some of the fattest L's I've ever seen in week 1. Toney and the Giants, bro. Everybody lost that debate.
Yep. Hey, also, I gotta come on here and say I gotta give props to Alam because he called it. Said if the Bears were like drastically ass, it would be down to
Getsy. 100%.
And just like he said, Fields came out and said that the game plan today was like more lateral passing than downfield, and he just kept fucking spamming those wide receiver screens for no reason in terrible situations, and he's the reason we lost. So fuck that guy, Osama bin Getsy. That's what we're running with.
Nah, so this the thing about the Getsy hire that I always kind of looked sideways at from the beginning is like, it's a trend in the NFL now to hire like a 36-year-old random like white staffer of an offense that does well who has no experience. That's very much a trend. But like those guys get hired like from Sean McVay's coaching staff or Shanahan's coaching staff, whatever, right? The fact they hired this random guy from LaFleur's coaching staff, I always thought was bizarre. And I've been waiting to see signs of like him doing something that makes me encouraged. But everything I saw from last year that was good for the Bears was basically Justin Fields being like an elite runner of the football. I don't think I've ever seen the Bears do anything and then thought about the offensive coordinator and said, yo, he was really hooping. So like, yeah, I continue to have concerns. And I guess Murtaza, who watched the game today, is echoing those concerns. It's just something to watch for. Cause like, bro, I don't know, man, that's a random guy to hire. He's out here coordinating like a random guy.
You know what?
Not encouraging.
To break away from the Getsy point, I'm looking at the Bills, right?
Yeah.
In our hypothetical.
Yeah.
We have them losing games to Kansas City, LA, Miami, and 2 to New York. The only playoff team in our field they beat is
Philly.
Is Cincy, ironically, like at least in the AFC. We have them beating Philly.
Yeah.
That doesn't really
we have
matter.
Them being Cincy. So here's the thing. How many big games are those? Because I think you counted off 5 L's and like 2 wins.
Yeah, they're like go 2-5 and like go either way games essentially.
We should probably even that out to like either 3 to 4 seems reasonable. I wouldn't have them
do we just want to put them in the playoffs in week 18? They go to Miami and beat them.
So hold up, go up. What was the other result we had against Miami? Do we have them sweeping Miami now? Because I also don't see them see like the way Miami played them last year. I don't see
that happening either. So do we want? So let's have them split with New York then.
Yeah, that makes sense. So here's the thing, right? It doesn't matter which one we pick. Yeah, fuck it, that works.
Oh, so with that one swap of a game,
Miami's out.
Bills go from out of the playoffs to the 1 seed.
And Miami's 8-1 is crazy.
Now we have to redo the whole shit.
See, but here's the thing, right?
The Jets go from 1 to 7.
Miami's out.
Miami's out, but the Jets went from 1 to 7. So now we got to redo it if we're going to do that.
Does Miami miss? I mean, yeah, with 2 as
I also feel like I don't know. The thing is, but bro, here's the thing: the does X miss out thing is gonna like apply to every team except the Chargers missing out because it just fits for them. But like every other team, if you have them missing out, you're gonna be like, yo, this does not seem right.
I'm gonna be honest. I think this is gonna boil down to 8 teams for 7 spots. I think we have 100%. The 8 teams correct.
Yeah, facts.
Yep, 100%, 100%. There's no team
correct.
I don't think there's any team remotely like on the fringes of joining those 8. There's going to be a massive gap. Literally half the AFC is like a serious contender, and like the other half is just not close.
So with flipping one of those Jets-Bills games,
yeah,
these are the wild card matchups that we now have.
Yeah.
We had the Ravens beating the Jets in the AFC Championship. So
fuck it, run it back.
Assume the Ravens would beat the Jets in this game. Is that cool?
Sure. Yeah.
We went Bengals Chiefs. Nothing's changed there. Nothing changed here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with what we had before.
Yeah.
I think we picked Cousins or something for some fucking.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, whatever. So now we have this Bills Bengals. And the Bengals
I feel like
them the whole
Bengals easy.
Yeah, that's Cincy.
Easy Bengals.
That's Cincy.
Okay.
And Cincy, Baltimore, AFC, and then Baltimore gets their lick back off last year's game. Everything works out.
Oh my god! So this is what would, and that all comes from just flipping one of the Dolphins Bills games.
Yeah.
And then one of the Jets Bills games.
Yeah. Yo, if you guys came here for like, level-headed fairness, man, fuck that. Homerism. Ravens Eagles Super Bowl.
All right.
So, I like the Bengals here.
Yo, and Murtaza showed up. Murtaza showed up and added 3 wins to the Bears immediately. You know what I'm saying? No fucking fairness here, just homerism.
Ravens Bengals. If we lose to them niggas at home in an AFC Championship, I'd fucking cry.
Nah, bro. They almost beat them with Huntley. They get the win with Lamar.
Bro, I'm still so salty about that. You guys have no idea.
That was such a fucked up play.
I'm so salty that our season. I'm not even because we weren't gonna win, right? Like we weren't gonna win the Super Bowl. But I'm so salty that I got amped to watch a Sunday night primetime playoff game like that, and we just threw it away on that shit. I would have been less pissed if we just lost by 20.
Yo, it's like the backup quarterback in the playoffs vibe when the team is doing okay is so great, and then he almost wins, and then he doesn't win because of that play. And then after the game, Marlon Humphrey's sister tweets that Sam Hubbard's kind of cute, and then Marlon Humphrey gets pissed on Twitter. It was just a crazy set of fucking like things to happen.
So we have either Ravens or Bengals versus Eagles. Do we think either of those teams are beating the Eagles?
I sure as fuck don't.
Do you Murtaza, do you think the Bengals would beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl?
It would be a shootout, but I don't think so. No. Not with the Eagles pass rush.
Here's the thing. Murtaza, I have to ask your opinion about this because like I talked about this earlier before you were here, right? The Bengals offense is obviously like amazing in terms of the talent they have, right? And they have a lot of great games. But I also feel like they just have a lot of underperformances, but they skate because just generally, like as a football community, people respect the ability. But like they almost always score 20 points in the playoffs, even though they feel like an offensive like team that should be like dropping 30, right? They tend to score around like the low 20s. They have a 3-point game here. They've started 5-4 for the last 2 seasons. They started 0-2 last year, lost to Cooper Rush. Like, I just think that like when it comes to actually winning a Super Bowl, like a team that just underperforms that often from a point standpoint, I'm just like, I feel nervous about them actually being serious. But yeah, what's up, Peter?
I found a funny meme. I'm gonna share it.
Go ahead.
That's a good point. I think it's just
you guys
like they just gotta win one of these.
Let me. I'll put it on the screen. Here we are. Drops back to pass.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Yo, today was so bad from the Steelers, man.
Tell me why I took a nap and I woke up and I saw a graphic. It said Niners yards 199, Steelers yards 1. I was like, bro, what?
Bengals
spending first round pick on Kenny Pickett's actually criminal. It's
haram. It's actually haram.
Like he seems like a nice kid, but like that should not be the first thing I say when I'm talking about a quarterback.
You know what's
exactly
like, what should automatically throw you off? The fact that he wears gloves when he throws. Like what? What is this, Teddy Bridgewater?
That's backup quarterback energy right there, man.
Bro, that's Teddy Bridgewater, man. Like, get out of here.
Yo, so here's the thing, right? I pulled up the Bengals playoff history since they've had Burrow and whatnot, right? So they scored 26 points against the Raiders, and then 19 against the Titans, then 27 in overtime against the Chiefs. Then they scored 20 against the Rams, and then again 20, 27, and 24. This is my thing. Like, they've never dropped 30 in a playoff game, but we talk about them as if they're going to show up and give people buckets, but it's never happened. Like, they actually are kind of just like a team that'll they play tight games against everybody, and they tend to just win. But like, they're not the team that's going to show up and just like somebody's going to catch 35. That just doesn't happen with that team. So that's just my thing when like, because Murtaza said it would be a shootout in the Super Bowl. And I actually don't think it'd be a shootout because I like the Bengals defense, like in terms of some of the pieces they have. But like, yo, they're just like, they're a team that underperforms a lot offensively.
Last year, we outgained them by 130 yards. I'm so pissed.
I'm just saying, nobody ever talks about this shit when it comes to the Bengals. They get like a free pass to just get like just gassed in every as a team, and I just feel like, yo, we have to start talking about the fact that they don't actually live up to their potential often.
It's no. I 100% agree with you. I think they can only go as far as their offensive line goes because, like, unlike the other quarterbacks, like top quarterbacks, almost everyone is athletic. Joe Burrow's only like pure pocket passer. If you look at what Hurts is athletic. Lamar, Mahomes.
He's the least athletic, and he's starting the season with a calf issue that surely has a lot of potential to be aggravated over the course of the season that he continues to play in behind a bad offensive line.
That's the only thing. I think if their offensive line holds up, because you'll see really good pass rushes in the playoffs. That's why they struggle. But if they hold up, I think they easily have the ability to score 30 because like as a pure pocket passer, I think Burrow is the best in the NFL. Like,
I just
pure pocket, just dishing it.
I don't see them scoring 30 consistently because also they don't run the ball. So you can have the greatest line possible, but like they don't really run the ball like that in the playoffs. They only run it when they absolutely have to.
You're right.
People know 2/3 of the time that fool's going to drop back and then he's going to sling it. I don't know. I don't think the Bengals are a confusing team to play against.
I agree.
If you have the guys on the outside to match up with their guys and you keep the ball in front of you, their line is usually so overmatched that they'll get Burrow killed over time.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. Like I think
like why when we were playing them in the playoffs, I wasn't tripping because I was like, the secondary's healthy. Yeah, we don't have a quarterback, but we're just gonna run the ball anyways.
Yeah.
And if we limit the turnovers, which we didn't fucking do,
if
we would have again, I don't think reaching the ball across the goal line on 3rd and goal is smart in any scenario.
Yeah.
But like you just don't do that shit. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, that's true. Hey, can we pivot to something that
Go ahead.
I predicted all offseason, and that was what a fucking mistake it was paying that bum Daniel Jones.
Oh yeah,
they're in hell,
bro. 4 years, $160 million.
Welcome to hell.
Paid. He was the 4th highest earner in the NFL, and I said it, bro. Like, there's such a need for a quarterback to be great that teams just are forced to pay one. And they only did this so they could keep Saquon and Daniel Jones. That's
paying a non-elite quarterback is hell. But yeah, you're right. The fact that they could only tag one of Saquon and Daniel Jones made it so that the other one either leaves in free agency or gets an outrageous bag. And Daniel Jones got the outrageous bag. It is what it is, right? People will talk about how like, go ahead.
They're starting 2-4, 1-5.
Yep.
They go to Arizona next week. I think they'll win, but then they go to San Fran. They're going to lose. I think they lose a home game to Seattle. Then they go to Miami and Buffalo. I think they get smoked in both those games.
Yes.
They're going to be 1-5 going into a portion of the season, wondering what the fuck did we do and have no hope.
Yeah.
Because the Eagles and the Cowboys are way better than them.
Bro,
and the Giants aren't even bad enough to get a top pick. Like, at least Washington could be really, really bad.
Yeah.
And they could, like, get a new coach next year and reset with Caleb Williams or whoever.
Yeah.
Like, it could happen. There's a route to getting, like, a real rebuild going. The Giants are stuck in the middle.
Yep.
Their ceiling is being a wild card team.
That's why it never made sense to me paying this guy. And that's what I hope the Packers win enough games so they could do the same thing and pay Jordan Love. Because he's just another mid-table like these mid-tier quarterbacks who were good enough to win you like 7, 8, 9 wins a season, but they'll never be good enough to win a Super Bowl. And
there's our prediction. We have the Packers losing in round 1 of the playoffs.
Bro, the head coach, like coach of the year thing, is a curse. Matt Nagy won it, and we were asked the next year. Brian Dable won it last year, and bro, this guy, what is he doing today? 33-0. That's not just the players. That's just bad coaching.
Yep. Yeah, it's like they're at a point where like they're gonna sit there and justify the fact that like the Daniel Jones contract will age and the quarterback market's gonna go up. But that's the thing that I don't understand is that 40 mil a year is only like 12 mil off the top of the market, right? So like your Burrows and Herberts and Hurts are only getting paid 12 mil more than Daniel Jones. That is not a big enough margin, right? That will age, but it will not age well because the top end of the quarterback market, I think, is only going to incrementally go up until like there's a big jump in revenue, which I think is coming in 2 years. But that's the thing is like they're banking on the salary cap going up to justify the contract, which is like that probably when you should just decide to not give the contract. But no, they've locked themselves into this guy. They're probably going to lose Saquon, who's like their whole offense for the most part. So then you're starting from ground zero there without a whole ton of draft capital or money to spend. As a person that cheers for a team in that division, I looked at what they did last year and I was like, I think the coaching staff is kind of promising. And then I saw what they did and I was like, oh, okay. I still think that they're like generally a coaching staff that's probably not like one of the worst in the NFL or anything, but they're strapping themselves into shitty players. And again, check on your Giants fans, friends, because it's ugly for them.
I thought it was bad for us, bro. This is worse.
See, but that's the thing. At the very minimum, you guys have money to spend and you guys have draft picks, right? You always will have the ability to pivot to whatever reveals itself to be the best route going forward. The Giants have no ability to pivot to anything but Daniel Jones under center. So it is what it is.
It's bad, man. And one thing I'll say, another just escaped my mind. We got destroyed by the Packers in the interior because we just couldn't get any pass rush on them. And Darnell Wright looked ass. Bro, why couldn't we just draft Jalen Carter and just paid a right tackle?
No bullshit. Jalen Carter won us the game today. We did so much wild shit. We did so much wild shit, and then he got a sack. He didn't even play that many snaps, but he had like 3 big plays in terms of just like blowing the play up either through pressure or actually getting the sack. But yes, people, Jalen Carter is the truth. I think Ryan Poles, here's the thing. So Murtaza, I have a question. I heard somebody say that Ryan Poles got on a radio show and just like basically admitted that like they just couldn't draft Jalen Carter because like they don't feel like they have the established locker room or like leadership structure. Did he actually say that?
Yes. He said exactly that. They don't have the environment around him for him to succeed, they think.
Okay, Peter, like theoretically, how do you feel about a GM coming out and saying that, we passed up on a player that like is probably clearly the best player in the draft just because we don't feel like we have the locker room for him?
That just tells me you run a weak ship and you can't handle talent.
That's an insane thing to say, I feel. Like,
yeah, that's a damning self-indictment of just the operation that you run. You would never say that publicly. That's something you come to behind closed doors, and then you sit there and you lie and you say the guy you graded is better than that guy.
No, he came out and in the press conference after the draft, because after night one they do that. He said character is a big issue, big thing for us. That's what he said, legit verbatim.
I get here's that, the thing, right? Bro, don't you guys need D linemen?
Bro, we drafted
in the
two.
worst way. In the worst way.
We drafted two of them in the second and third round.
Well, like, you know what I mean? Don't you guys need a consistent pass rush and not just players there?
Exactly. That's why, like, you pass up on Jalen Carter and draft a D lineman with the 52nd and the 63rd pick. Jalen Carter was right there. Just get him. He's a generational pass rusher. Like,
you acquire the talent, you figure that shit out, man.
So I 100% agree there, right? And here's my thing: like, you've been there for 2 off seasons and made 2 off seasons of additions. So the locker room that's not fit to deal with this player in your estimation is your locker room. So why is that the case, right? Why did that happen? And then my only other thing, right, is like this whole like messaging of character matters to us. We want high character players and we want elite athletes. It hits my ears a certain way because I heard Chip Kelly say both those things a lot. And boy, he did some wild shit in the name of getting high character guys and getting elite athletes. Like, it's just that my whole thing about that situation is like, you don't want to take Jalen Carter? Cool. Because I can kind of like, I disagree with it, but I can understand it. But I just publicly saying that, to me, just I hate it so much. I hate it so much.
Bro, he has blood on his hands. Like, this guy traded the 32nd overall pick for Chase Claypool, who is hot garbage. Bro, he did nothing out there today. Oh my God, is he bad? And our third round pick from last year, Velus Jones, was a 25-year-old rookie from Tennessee who was a punt returning specialist who was a healthy scratch today.
Didn't he fumble 2 punts last year?
Yes. No, 3.
3. Yeah.
In the fourth quarter, each of them.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what it is with Jalen Carter for me, right? Like, I understand the concerns because, there's a couple of things you look at and you'd be like, you know what? These things have to get figured out, right? But, it's not like he's not like some serial murderer or something. The way he was being dealt with throughout the draft process, I just think was a little bit much. And maybe it's because, like, I don't know. I just feel like growing up, I knew a lot of kids who, like, kind of either were around money because of their parents or got money at an early age and bought fast cars and raced them. Like, I didn't ever really look at that as a personal indictment on a human being, but some wild shit happened in the pre-draft process with Jalen Carter. Peter, are you like all that familiar with why he fell in the draft?
No, they just started saying he had character issues and all this shit that doesn't really matter, bro.
Cool. Look. So basically, right, this guy was like a dominant player on a team in Georgia that was a dominant team.
I'm familiar. Like, he was the fucking, like, A-grade lineman, like, generational talent kind of guy.
Yeah.
I know who he was. I just think the Bears going character over literally the best player available for probably what you need the most is objectively not a good idea.
100%, right? And like, that's my thing of like the criticisms of Jalen Carter. I also think we can use hindsight one day to actually look back at them. But like, when people say that he took snaps off and then you show me that he is a part of a dominant team that is typically running up the scoreboard and tends to be up 30 a lot, I don't think taking a play off in that context is the worst thing, right?
No, I don't think it's a problem at all.
Cool. So then, like, maybe he's not the most cooperative with coaches. College coaches are wild people, and he's a player that's making a lot of money through NIL. Cool. Whatever. Obviously, you'd want him to have good relationships with coaches, but I think that's workable, right? And so that's another thing I was looked at, and I was like, I don't know. I just don't think he's out here actually just like antagonizing coaches, right? But whatever, cool. And then obviously there's the whole legal issue with the car accident. But it's like, again, like, I don't think young guys who have access to money street racing means the guy is like an abhorrent human being that you can't have around other people because they'll lead him or he'll lead them astray. Like, The guy made a mistake street racing. A terrible tragedy happened that he seemingly had no involvement in, aside from being a part of the race. And yeah, he showed up to his pro day a couple of days after that and was overweight and just couldn't finish the workouts after going through like a deeply traumatizing thing. He's a 22-year-old kid who just had one of his friends die in a very traumatic situation that he was there for. Like, it's like, again, I understand you want to see certain things to make sure the kid's in a good place, but like, are these really like just indictments on human beings that should make you go, look, maybe we don't have the required leadership for this guy to even be on our team when the talent is that high? I always thought that was a little bit ridiculous. I think we're going to have to look at the Seahawks and question that. If their team doesn't pan out, there's a few teams before pick number 9 that I think did some criminal things in evaluating players above Jalen Carter. So we'll see. Like, of course, hindsight is 2020, but yeah, I just think that like, yo, he didn't put a knife through somebody's chest or something. Like, come on.
Bro, Billy Sharp's on the Galaxy now.
Who's Billy Sharp?
He's a backup striker for Sheffield United.
Oh, shit.
He's on the Galaxy now. I just found this out on Twitter. That's amazing. That's so random.
Yo, so Joel, it does go both ways. Like, there are obviously cases where like people had troubling signs and like they were troubled people, but I don't know, man. Like, never felt
I just think
like
unless your operations at a certain level, you can't afford to turn your nose up at players like that.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? Like you said, unless your operations at a certain level, you get the team that just lost the Super Bowl calls you up and says, "We want the player," right? So the team that in theory could afford to not pursue the talent to prioritize other things is deciding, fuck all that shit, we want the talent. Like, that's another, I think, like kind of a context clue to the whole situation, to where like, maybe we should take the player.
Bro, the thing is, not once did any of his teammates or even coaches say a bad word about him. Like, he's a bad teammate. He's a bad this. He's a bad that. It was literally that car accident thing.
So, yo, no, but this is what it is. So, yo, Martaza, apparently, right, all his teammates had nothing bad to say. Apparently, some coaches said that, again, sometimes he wouldn't always practice hard, and sometimes he didn't listen to coaches. Again, I don't think that's a crazy thing for such a dominant athlete on a dominant team to just be like, yeah, fuck it, I don't want to practice today to go beat Valdosta State by 60 points. Like, it's just not a priority to me. I understand. Like, I understand why the Georgia coaches might be pissed. I don't understand how that then becomes a reflection for the NFL coaches, because he's not going to be playing Valdosta State in the NFL. He'll have to take things seriously because he's actually going up against elite athletes right now.
Bro, it's like, it never made sense to me. It never will. Like, people say, oh my God, he has off the field issues, all of this, all of that. But you know who else had off the field issues? Warren Sapp, coming into the draft. He fell, and he's one of the best defensive linemen of all time. Like,
yeah,
it's not like, yeah, people may have issues, but you got to remember, this kid's 20, 21. What these evaluators are doing, just go back to when you're 20 or 21. Think of the mistakes you made and compare it to him. But also,
yo, it's like,
it's not even that bad.
Imagine like your homie died at that young age because of an activity you partook in. Like, you don't think maybe you would show up to your pro day the next day and just not be in a good place, right? And like, I know like this is something that his agents came out and said in an interview, but his agent said, we're not having him visit teams outside of the top 10 because I know for a fact he's not going past 10, which is essentially his agent saying that Philly will take him if they get the opportunity, right? And then he was basically saying, he was like, the point is, I know he's not going to get past 10. If you're not going to trade up, I'm not making this guy go relive the most traumatic time of his life again. He's not going to go visit number 15 to go have a conversation about a very troubled thing he went through. Like, I'm protecting the kid, but it's like, this is his agent's stance on it. But again, nobody else in the NFL is thinking about how maybe some of the shit that he's like, some of the moments that you like interacted with him in the aftermath of it were like a person that was going through a very difficult moment. Like, death is a difficult thing for some people, and having proximity to a death like that for a close teammate, like it could be fucked up. So it's just, I don't know. It just felt like there's so little just common sense when it comes to dealing with human beings that went into that draft evaluation. And I don't know, maybe things will be different the next time a player like this is in the draft, but it was fucked up that he has to have his money played with like that, because like, of course he'll probably make good money on his second deal, but like he should have gone in the top 4 and he went 9, and there's a gap in the rookie deal there, right? So it is what it is.
The thing is, if you take a big risk like that, it has to pay off. Like,
yeah,
to justify that, you have to, because
yeah,
it's not only just like a position of need, because the Bears defense last year was statistically the worst defense since 1945. All right?
Yeah.
The worst defense the Bears have had since 1945. So a big part of that was because the D lineman, there was no interior.
Shout out Taco Bell.
There's no Taco Bell app. There we go, baby.
So you better come up with the difference, and you don't. That makes it look even worse. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So people are gonna be like, "Oh, you did this, you got Jalen," which is the Trubisky Mahomes thing. You traded us to draft Trubisky second overall when Patrick Mahomes was there. That's what makes it that bad.
Yeah. No, for sure. And so here's the thing, right? I think that NFL teams need to like, or just people as a whole, look at the concept of risk a little bit differently, because there's risk associated with every draft pick, even guys who have clean cut, let's say, medical records and like character, like reputation and shit like that, right? A player like that, there's another risk. If you draft Kenny Pickett, right? There's a risk in banking on him developing from the low level of play he was at in college, right? If you draft Tua, you're risking that he stays healthy, right? There's risk associated with if you draft Kyler, right? You're risking that the guy doesn't fucking, watch or play video games the whole time he's supposed to be watching tape. There's risk associated with everything. And like, just because I feel like, but they're going to like have a hierarchy on what is acceptable and unacceptable risks. And a lot of the times that hierarchy, it tends to not benefit certain kinds of guys and then benefit others, right? Like, again, a lot of these prospects that are high upside players that's risk there. You're taking a risk just because there's no criminal involvement in it. You're still taking a risk. So I just feel like in that, in a lot of these situations, that risk is not treated fairly or reasonably, and a lot of dumb shit happens in the process. From like the Eagles fan standpoint, right? This Jalen Carter shit, I don't know. Maybe it goes wrong. Maybe it's just something happens and he's out of the NFL, whatever, right? Okay, cool. That was the risk we took picking that player, right? Let's say we picked fucking Lucas Van Ness, right? There's risk with that pick as well. Let's say we draft Bijan. There's risk in the fact of like, you might not get beyond a certain amount of years. There's a risk with everything.
There's risk, yeah,
bro. I was very comfortable with the risks associated with Jalen Carter, because you know what the risks weren't? NFL ability. That wasn't risk, right? The other kind of risk we had to take for that pick, I think, was completely fair if you line it up with another player's risk, which is actual ability. So, yeah, I just think these situations aren't looked at the right way. Joel says Giants Twitter is in the fucking mud. I told you, bro. I told you at halftime. Check in on your Giants friends. They're not in a good place right now.
Take a hold down, man. That's what they get, bro. Legit. That's what you
100%.
get.
Yo, here's the thing, right? That franchise wasted a lot of good OBJ years. They're wasting good Saquon years. They're taking a lot of time from some ballers that deserve better. So I agree, Murtaza. They can definitely hold that.
Bro, they'll just never be good again, will they? Like, they're fucked. They're generationally fucked. And with this kind of money, like, they don't have any cap space. They're set with the quarterback, offensive line, everything. Like,
they paid Dexter Lawrence, bro. They're gonna have to pay their offensive tackles. That'll be even more money. They're never gonna be able to invest in the defense, and Wink Martindale can only do so much, unfortunately, for them.
Hey man, maybe the Justin Fields trade worked out really well for us in the end, actually.
Because what was it? It was Tony going the other way.
Tony and Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yeah.
He's not lighting up any trees either. He looks mid, man.
Thibodeau?
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, he's all flash. Like he has these moments, right? The moments are nowhere close to consistent.
Yeah, you need that consistency. He doesn't have that whatsoever.
Yep.
But bro, fucking Micah Parsons, man. Wow.
All right, boys, I'm gonna go pick up this food. I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
Taco Bell's literally like down the street from me.
Nice.
Lit. But yeah, people, 12 minutes to go in this game, 33-0. This watch along is not it as far as the game itself goes, but we had some good conversation. We predicted the season. We talked about draft evaluations. Murtaza, did you have any luck betting today?
Bro, let me show you, bro, how I was like just generationally fucked today. Legit, I had I'll show you right now. 1 second, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah.
So what's his face? I won my Fields bet, Fields to get over 200 passing yards. I lost my Bears bets, Bears to win.
Yeah.
I lost my Hurts or Fields anytime touchdown run. I thought that shit was a lock. I thought that shit was a lock, bro. It was such good odds.
I had a bet on a Hurts rushing touchdown as well. I had Hurts 50 yards plus the rushing touchdown. Didn't work for me either.
Well, I don't know if Dak can get this, but I don't know if he could get 224 passing yards. He has 143 right now. If he does that, I would have won $280 from $10.
Yeah,
like that like I would have profited $270, but that doesn't look like it's doing anything. And I had Saquon to score a touchdown and get 75 yards rushing.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But I did get my other pick though. It was 20 to win 263.
Oh, that's dope.
It was it was McCaffrey rushing yards and Fields passing yards. So
yeah,
got that, man. Bro, Fields are actually decent today. You know, like I was so upset. Justin Fields, like he looks so composed in the pocket. Like he was just getting his checkdowns. Nothing was there. Like because this lateral bullshit that Getsy did. Like he followed the game plan perfectly, but bro, it's just so bad in our defense, man. Defensive line, it's fucking horrible.
Yep. Yeah, but that's the thing, man. Like Herbert couldn't defeat it himself, right? And Herbert's one of the cleaner prospects we have. But when he went from Steichen to Lombardi, but his stocks went down. People started to question Herbert as a quarterback because his offensive coordinator was ass, and he was ass along the same lines. So I know with Herbert, the Chargers fans said that basically Steichen, his offense, allowed Herbert to push the ball down the field. And Lombardi's offense was basically all about attempts within 5 yards. So that's just what it is. Like the thing with quarterbacks is you have to take the training wheels off of them at some point. It's just vital to their development. Fields is not going to benefit from playing that type of football. You don't benefit as a team from playing that type of football unless you doubt the viability of pushing the ball down the field, which in that case, I don't understand why. Like, if you don't like Claypool, fair enough, right? You have Mooney, who is respectable. Like, you have DJ Moore, who's great. Just at least see it fail before trying. But then again, it's like, were they scared of the Packers DBs? Like, I don't understand the approach at all. Also, I don't know. It's like the thing about that game, right? That game was a big game as far as like the fan base goes, right? You might just look at it as an NFL coach and say, this is week 1. This is like whatever, like this is the start of our season. But like Bears Packers is a big deal to the fans involved. Fields Love is going to be like 2 quarterbacks that get compared for their whole careers as long as they're on these teams. And just generally, this was like the first game post Rodgers. Like I just felt like this was a big moment that deserved actually like an ambitious game plan. So to hear that that's what they did again, I just have questions about this Getsy guy, man. Like,
bro, it's like it's the most important game of the Bears since like I don't know 2006 since we went to the Super Bowl. Like because we've never had a promising quarterback since. Like, yeah, you could say the 2019 home opener was really good because important because we had a lot riding on it. But we all knew Mitch sucked. But we think we know like Fields has it. But the best part and like what shows me, okay, this guy's a good coach is if he plays to the player's strengths. And this guy isn't. 100%. Justin Fields' biggest strength is his dynamic ability to make plays, scramble, run the football, and throw the ball down the field. Like it's just statistically what he did the best last season in the NFL, the most accurate deep ball thrower in the NFL. And guess how deep deep passes were called today? 0. Guess how many design quarterback runs were called today? 1. Like it's just stupid. Like you're trying to do this rather than fit your scheme to the players. Like build a scheme around the strength of the players. You're doing the same shit that Nagy did with Trubisky is have the players fit into your scheme, which is dumb. Which is the same
100%.
Until the Washington game. Like until the Washington game, we were ass offensively. And then you saw Fields go crazy.
Running.
He started running. Legit. Like it's that. Like if you don't play the player sense, you're not gonna win. It's simple as that.
Yeah. No, I agree. And it's just like the thing about that kind of a game, right? The short passing game, if it's taking what the defense gives you, great. But if that's not what the defense is giving you and it's not working and you're going nowhere with it, you got to change. You just have to change. And like, again, is there nothing else that's been worked on? I have a hard time imagining that. Like, and this is the thing of like, I don't know what the mentality is, but remember how that first Bears preseason game, Moore and Herbert took short passes to like the house on long touchdowns?
Yep.
Was that something that became a like, ooh, this is the formula? Because like it fucking worked in a preseason game where nobody's doing anything serious. So like it's just preseason is not the NFL. It's not regular season football. It's barely real football. That like, you know, like why did this become the approach all of a sudden?
Bro, it doesn't make any sense. Like it wasn't even the preseason. That was the theme all of the training camp. Like they just worked on the short game. Yeah, that's Justin Fields' weakness. But that doesn't mean you have to like structure your entire scheme around a short game. That's not his fault.
Yeah.
Like also threw the ball downfield. The only touchdown we had today. So apparently, like Fields confirmed it in the presser, is they had another short passing play designed up in the red zone. It was 1st and 10, and Fields checked the play at the goal line. Boom, touchdown to Darnell Mooney. 21-yard touchdown. Like it's not that hard. You just have to throw it down the field, and you'll get it. And I saw like there was a couple plays that the receiver was open downfield, but he was instructed to take the check down. And apparently the thinking behind that is if you do it enough and it works, that'll have the defense like try to get and open up the deep shot later. But you can just do that either way because you have receivers that are good enough. DJ Moore is good enough. Darnell Mooney is a good deep threat. He has elite speed. Use that.
You know what it is, though? In my opinion, I feel like that's the case for stationary quarterbacks, right? I feel like you can exert the pressure on the defense to like around the line of scrimmage and make them focus on coming up as a defense, basically through your quarterback running, because that's what the Eagles do with Jalen Hurts. Essentially, like our running game, which a big part of it is Jalen Hurts, is what forces defense to come up and respect that part of the field. And then that opens up the deep shot and is like a kind of like a push and pull going on there, right? For the Bears, this similar kind of dynamic, it does exist. You don't have to have Fields drop back and get all these little ins and outs you can just run read options, have Fields run around. Like let's say Fields gets like 8 rushes in the first half, and those are 8 dangerous runs, and now the defense has to commit numbers to that part of the field. You've done the job already, right? And I think that's one of the luxuries of having a running quarterback is that you can essentially have that kind of a push and pull going on for a defense by establishing the deep ball with your quarterback's arm, and then establishing like a threat at the line of scrimmage with your quarterback's legs. And just the approach is bad. And it's, I maybe look at it and I think about it like Getsy came from Green Bay where they had Aaron Rodgers. That sounds like some Aaron Rodgers shit to pick a team apart short and then set up the deep ball. But Fields is not
that was
Aaron
their
Rodgers.
scheme. It was get the ball in Devontae's hands, get the ball in Aaron Jones's hands, and then have them make plays. But these guys aren't that. We don't have a Devontae as good as DJ Moore is. He's not Devontae Adams. They're different types of Khalil Herbert is not Aaron Jones.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Why? Like, it's
exactly right. Exactly, and it feels like the offensive coordinator is failing Fields, which is wasting his time, which is wasting the Bears' time, which is essentially wasting this year that like they do have respectable talent. Obviously, I think by the end of this year, we'll have a better evaluation of a lot of guys because it'll be time to pay Mooney, right? So basically, you have to make that call. I think it'll be time to make it'll be time to make a call on Claypool. It'll be a time to make a call on Herbert as well, right? And it's just like wait, his contract doesn't run out, but I think more of it like basically you're gonna see what it's like with Herbert being like the initial guy in the offense, and then you'll see whether you still want to do that because they might pivot to Roshan in the middle of the year, and then that's basically making the call.
Today.
They did it today for real,
bro. Legit, like by fourth quarter, Roshan was running back 1, and like Herbert was running back 3, not even 2. Like Foreman was getting more carries because Herbert was dog shit today. He couldn't find anything, and any of the holes he had, he was just trying to cut it outside, like to get a bigger gain, but it just wasn't working. Like he was.
That sounds about right for Herbert though. Like, and that's ultimately just the limitation as the number one guy for a player like that. But yeah, I'm looking at it right. Like Roshan had 4 yards a carry, and then basically Foreman and Herbert both had 3. Foreman had 3.2. But yeah, it looks like the running game was ineffective. And you said the offensive line looked bad, right?
It was, bro. Fields of all of his dropbacks, Fields was pressured on 60% of them.
Sheesh.
Like Darnell Wright got destroyed by Rashawn Gary. Like he got demolished. It's his first game as an NFL player.
Yeah,
so I won't like go too crazy on him, but what's his face? He was getting destroyed. Nate Davis was getting demolished. Lucas Patrick. There were so many penalties. Many penalties on the O-line.
Yeah.
It was so bad. We had it was 1st and 10. We had like a 15-yard run, and then it was called back because of holding him. Like it's just it wasn't even like he didn't even have to hold. He was on the other side,
Yeah.
It's so, and then but Roshan in the end though, bro, he trucked the guy, and he like ran him over completely. Then the other guy he hurdled over. So the guy he trucked like completely destroyed him, and then went to the other guy. And then the guy he trucked came back and tackled him, and he got so pissed, like pulled his leg in the end as well. And then he got a unsportsmanlike 15 yards added onto it. It was an insane play.
Yeah. That's dope. Yo, here's the thing. It looks like the game got like pretty emotional because I remember I saw Romeo Doubs score his second touchdown, and bro, he was like in Tyreek Stevenson's, not in his face because his back was turned to him, I think.
Yeah.
But
it was.
I remember that, and I was just like, okay, yo, this game must have been chippy. I didn't see that, but like, were there a lot of like players getting into it?
Bro, there were so many penalties. What's his face? It was like the first drive of the game. The Bears were on it. Justin Fields scrambled, got the first down, and he was on the green, and Jair Alexander like pushed him outside, like kind of a cheap hit. Like he didn't need to. He was going outside anyway, but it wasn't illegal because he was on the green. So pushed him, and then the whole offensive line like came there. Everyone everyone got into it. They were like outside of the field for like 10, 15 seconds, just pushing and shoving each other. And then the Packers player got a penalty, and then Jair Alexander, he's a little scumbag, so he pushed DJ Moore a little bit, but like got away with it because it wasn't nothing crazy. And DJ Moore got pissed, and he just shoved him, and he got a big penalty. So yeah, it was no love lost between them. Like they were going at it.
Nah, I look again, like it seemed like a good like a good primer for that second game. That second game is going to be serious. But yeah, shout out Jez in the chat pulling up. I mean, this was Jez's first game as an Eagles fan. It was fucking roller coaster of a game, but it's cool.
Did you guys not play good? Like, what happened? I didn't obviously see.
Okay, yo, how deep do I want to get into this? So remember last year? We okay. So, so basically, thing about the Eagles, right? The Eagles practice less than any other team in the NFL. So this is something I started to kind of pick up on during last year. Because basically I noticed that there were certain guys, if you're a key player on the team, even if you were healthy, you were going to get a practice day off in the middle of the week. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is the regular schedule. You get Thursday off. That was like my first point noticing it. And like I kept kind of paying attention to that. And with a lot of the preseason content that I consumed, I found out that basically the Eagles have like the lightest training camp. So essentially the whole philosophy is like they're very data driven about injuries and like for example, knowing that a lot of training camp injuries happen on the third straight day of practice, right? So they never have 3 days in a row of practice. It's 2 back to back at most, and then a day off. But a lot of training camp, they had practices every other day. This is something they did last year. Again, a lot of practices off during the season. We had 21 of our 22 starters healthy in the Super Bowl, which is very uncommon, right? We got AJ Brown, an injury prone player in Tennessee, to basically be healthy a whole year. Kind of uncommon. Landon Dickerson, our left guard, a player that was a first round prospect that went in the second round because of injuries at Alabama. He stayed healthy the whole year, right? So we're going to keep an eye on this so far next year, but like we were perfectly healthy going into week 1. We skated in terms of injuries so far in this game, but like we are a very healthy football team because of how little we practice. But I think a part of how little we practice makes us a sloppy football team generally, because we were sloppy all year last year as well, but especially sloppy early in the season. So if you look at Detroit last year, right? Detroit, we found out later had talent on their team, but early in the year they weren't getting it done, and they put 35 points on us and we beat them 38-35. It was a close game. This game felt a lot like that game, but it was a different kind of a game, right? So again, we were sloppy. The Patriots were sloppy too. The game started out basically it was like pouring down rain. So we went all the way down the field, got a field goal, ran the ball well. Passing game didn't really work, but it felt like they were just trying to be conservative with oh yeah, you're right. Nakobe Dean did leave the game. It doesn't sound like it's serious. They're pretty cautious about this stuff. But yeah, we played the second half of the game without Nakobe. But yeah, right. So we start the game out, we run the ball well. We don't really pass it much, get a field goal, and then Mac Jones throws a pick six because the ball goes right off his own receiver's hands, right to Darius Slay, runs it back. Then on the next play, right after that, Mac Jones, it's a screen pass to Zeke. Zeke gets stripped by Jordan Davis, and then we get the ball, and then we go punch it in about 25 yards out. So it's 16-0 early, right? And it feels like from this point onwards, basically the Eagles decided, let's be ultra conservative and just not give the Patriots in back into this game. So we just like get real conservative, lots of running the ball in a predictable way to where like the Patriots did a good job of stopping it. And then what happened for the Patriots when they got the ball is essentially they started testing our linebackers and safeties. Now, about whether they're good or not, they had their ups and downs, and it's week 1, so we'll see, right? But the reality is we have 2 new linebackers and 2 new safeties. So that part of the field does not have any cohesion. So they basically just targeted the middle parts of the field, our safeties and linebackers, for 2 drives where they went right down the field and got touchdowns. So it's 16-14 now at halftime. The Eagles were never able to get anything going offensively. They got 3 and outs consistently after they went up 16-0, right? So I'm looking at this, I'm like, this is not good offensively, but I think we'll figure it out, right? We come out in the second half, and then we start to figure out how to throw on them a little bit, but the running game isn't bouncing back. Mind you, right? Rashad Penny was a healthy scratch for this game, so he has no injury. We just made him inactive, which I thought was kind of weird that he was inactive, but I knew he's not a big part of our backfield, right? I've been known that because Gainwell gets all the run, right? The crazy thing is Swift got barely any run. got barely any run in this game. I think he got like 2 rushes and a reception, and Gainwell got like 18 touches, which I think is a little bit much because I think Gainwell is a good runner in terms of like he doesn't bounce anything to the outside like Herbert and Swift. Gainwell will run aggressively between the tackles and he will get the 4 yards. So like with that kind of a back, feeding that kind of back, you're not going to get big explosive plays. And we just like I think the Patriots kind of knew that they didn't have to really worry about that with Gainwell, and they have started to stop our ability to run the ball. Another thing I make note of, we made a point. We were very careful with Jalen Hurts at the beginning of this game. I don't think we ran a whole lot of him. Like we didn't run any quarterback power where the quarterback's going to get hit. A lot of it was trying to get him in space, and he would slide conservatively, as in like, yo, as soon as the guy's within 3 yards of me, I'm sliding. So it's like I felt like that was different this year. But yo, none of that shit was effective for a while. And then at that point, our defense started to figure out the Patriots a little bit, as in we started to get pass rush, right? That's where like Carter made a couple plays. Jordan Davis made a good play. I think he got his first sack. But yeah, so then we started to put pressure on them, right? And then with five minutes to go, we got a 12-point lead because we would go and get field goals in the second half. We could move the ball, but we just could not play well in the red zone against this Belichick defense, right? We start getting field goals. It's an 11-point game again. Patriots get the ball, and we just get really conservative. Ramondre gets 50 yards on a screenplay. They go down the field. Again, it just looks like we're just trying to like not give away chunk plays, but then they keep throwing it underneath and getting yards after the catch. They get a quick touchdown. They don't get the 2-point conversion, makes it a 5-point game, right? So Eagles have the ball now with about 2.5 minutes, 5-point game. Game should be in control, right? First play, Jalen Hurts, quarterback draw. Yo, Kyle Duggar comes down like Bob Sanders and hits him helmet right on the ball and just sends the ball flying. And I'm like, yo,
damn,
this is wild. Jalen Hurts does not fumble like this. Now he's fumbled twice in the last 2 games he's played in. That's crazy, right? Whatever. Defense goes in, 4 and out. No, 3 and out. 4 and out. They get a stop on a 4th down. They actually get it to 4th and 12. So the defense shows up. They get a big sack, right? So then we get the ball. And then we go 3 and out, and it's 4th and 2, right? So Nick Sirianni gets in this like. At this point, the Patriots have, I believe, they have 1 timeout. So essentially, if we get this first down on 4th and 2, we win the game, right? Hurts locks in on his number 1 option, Devontae, who's running a slant. And I'll be real, there's a little bit of contact to where like that's why he wasn't open, but it wasn't enough contact to get a flag. So it was actually a good CB play by Gonzalez. That was a wild decision. That was just like, I understand. I respect the aggressiveness that we play call with, right? But we have to get it going to be that aggressive. To be that aggressive when we weren't clicking was kind of crazy. But we go for it on 4th and 2, we don't get it, right? So now we hand the Patriots the ball back at midfield, down 5 with 2 minutes to go on some crazy shit, right? But then eventually the defense again just makes a stop. So it's like a lot of bad shit happened, and there's a lot of shit that has to get fixed. But also like I saw some decent signs, right? And again, it's week 1, and it's week 1 for a team that really does not practice like this, like a lot of other teams. It's week 1 for a team that again started slow last year. I obviously it was our first game for our offensive coordinator as a play caller ever, and I think he had some struggles, but ultimately he had some decent moments. So I just think that like all things considered, it was a bit of a weird game plan. This is actually, I think, the perfect comment. The Patriots, I think, outcoached the Eagles, but I think the Eagles just had too much talent, right? Patriots had a great game plan. Murtaza, I don't know if you saw this tweet, but Brett Coleman put a tweet out basically saying that the Colts had one of the best defensive games against the Eagles last year, holding us to 17 points. They did so running an absurdly high amount of cover 1, which is very in line with the Patriots' defensive scheme. So that part of the game worked the exact same way. The same way the Colts just bothered the Eagles' offense, the Patriots did too, right? So my main takeaway there is I'm glad that they ran into a schematic issue and are going to have to address it early. This kind of shit didn't happen last year, but it's kind of something I think we needed to experience. And it's good because like I heard A.J. Brown say after the game, he was like, look, if if we play this game against another very good team, we lose this game for sure. And like we have to keep that in mind. We played a game that very well we should have and could have lost. We just got the win, right?
Yeah. I hear that.
But yeah, it's just what were you gonna say?
How is Sean Desai?
I think again, working with a unit that has so many new players, there were some things that like just didn't go well. But what I would say is I think he responded to the Patriots exposing the middle part of the field pretty quickly, because it was basically 2 drives where the Patriots were cooking and then that shit got shut down, right? What I will say is as a play caller, he's much different, because I saw a couple of safety blitzes, which is unique. But also, to be fair, like he went up against Bill O'Brien, who I think is an established play caller, and Bill O'Brien did good things. Again, like I think it was a bit of a back and forth tactically, because I think initially the Eagles had a better game plan at the start, right? Because if you look at our first drive, the way we went right down the field, and the first 2 defensive drives getting turnovers, we had the better approach at the gate. Then the Patriots made amazing adjustments, right? And then before the end of the game, I think we made good responses to the Patriots adjustments, because at the end of the day, right, the Patriots had 2 drives to get a touchdown to win the game. They got stuffed on 4th down twice, right?
Okay.
We did our job there. And then offensively, down the stretch, we could never figure out the Patriots in the red zone, but we did have, I think, 2 drives in the second half. 3 drives. Yes, we got 3 drives in the second half where we went right down the field. We just happened to get field goals. The way I look at it, I think the Patriots scheme, again, like as Coleman said, it's very effective in playing us. It's an important thing that's been reinforced by this game. And the way I look at it, like we're not going to go up against Belichick anymore this year. I don't think a lot of teams will be able to cook up a game plan the way they did. And also, I think Jalen Hurts will be a lot better going forward. I think Jalen Hurts didn't have a terrible game in terms of like the physical part of the game, right? The fumble was bad, but I think mentally Jalen Hurts saw stuff that he's never seen before. For example, there was a play in the second quarter where Romo was pointing out that it's a defensive coverage he's never seen before. He's never seen 7 players blitz and then 4 people in zone coverage on the back end and a line. He's like, I've never seen that before. I feel like I saw a couple things basically trip Hurts up in the second quarter. And I feel like in the third quarter, what he did as a response was he started to lock into his first options. There's 3 plays off the top of my head I saw where I was like, Hurts just decided who he was going to throw to before the play. He forced the issue on that throw, and it didn't work, and he missed somebody else that was open, which is very uncharacteristic for him. But I really look at it, and I think that Belichick showed the Eagles offense stuff that they weren't prepared to deal with. And again, I'm happy that happened early. I'm happy that this is going to be a part of our preparation from week 1. And I think we're going to find a way to respond to a lot of this stuff. Again, we haven't seen DeAndre Swift yet in this offense. I think he will have his moments where he's a big part of what we do. Dallas Goedert didn't get a catch. I think there'll be parts of, the season where he makes big plays. Yeah, it was a very sloppy week 1 game. Like, again, the same way that we played, the same way the Detroit game went, we could have lost either game. We just so happened to get a win, though, which is something that, like, I've seen a lot from this Eagles team in the last little bit. Like, there's been a handful of games where it's like, fuck, man, we really could have lost that game, but we won it, right? So it's like, I do like that that's a bit of a tendency of, like, we'll show up and play bad football, but get the win anyways. But, yeah, man, I want to see less and less bad football going forward. But honestly, like, I really do think that the sloppiness is a part of what comes with when you practice as little as we do. And it's like, it's a trade-off, right? We trade off sharpness for health, and you hope that it pans out eventually. But man, I'm just happy to get the win. I think that the short week against Minnesota will be good, because I don't think Minnesota is going to get the time to cook up a whole lot for us. I don't think that Minnesota has the defensive personnel to execute anything New England did, even though Brian Flores is obviously a Belichick guy. And yeah, I don't think of Kirk Cousins is someone I have to be afraid of in primetime. Now, for what it's worth, I don't think Mac Jones is a quarterback to be afraid of either. But yeah, I think Mac Jones, for what it's worth, something I'll give him credit for, he did a really good job of getting the ball out of his hands. We did not get a sack until the fourth quarter, and it wasn't always because that we weren't getting to the quarterback. A lot of the times, Mac Jones was getting the ball out just in time. So yeah, I like again, like it was a game that had a lot going on. Some things I'm happy to see, but yeah, definitely things that like it's something that if certain bad things persist for the next few weeks, I'll be concerned.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And
I think you guys will take care of the Vikings, man. They're not good. They lost to the Bucks, who are horrible.
Yo, I actually think we have such a good schedule in terms of like how it's set up where this was a good test tactically because Belichick is going to throw things to you tactically. And then we get the Vikings, the Buccaneers, the Commanders, and the Rams. So a stretch of 4 games where we should win all 4, right? That can put us at 5-0, and then the tough part of the schedule happens. But it's like we should have gotten. So here's the thing: it's a stretch. The toughness in terms of the schedule is more of just the stretch of teams, right? So you have Jets and Dolphins back to back, right? Pretty good teams. Then there's 2 divisional games, Commanders and Cowboys. I think we should be getting both those wins, but they're divisional games. Then a bye week, right? Then after that, Chiefs, Bills, Niners, Cowboys, Seahawks. So basically it's like there's this stretch of 9 games where I think 5 of them are against good teams. 7 of them are against good teams, and 2 of them are against divisional rivals. Actually, no, that's hate. I can't say that about the Cowboys, bro. That's a stretch of 9 games where 8 of them are good teams and 1 of them is a divisional rival. So I think like we should be able to get to that tough 9-game stretch at 5-0, and then from there, it's not like I look at any of these teams and say we can't beat them. I think we can beat anybody, but it's just a matter of whether we show up and actually get the job done.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Leon says, I felt like we could have ran the ball better in the second and the final 2 drives. Yeah, so that's the thing. The Patriots running attack, it came and went throughout that game. There were moments when they were effective, then there were moments where they were ineffective. And I think the Eagles did enough defensively to where you guys couldn't actually control the clock, because that's, I think, what stopped the Patriots from winning. If they were able to grind out better drives because they were running the ball, and limited our possessions, they probably get that W. But because their success came from Mac Jones throwing passes to people in the middle of the field, in the midst of our linebackers and safeties who weren't really always getting the job done, it's like you made the game a bit of a shootout, if anything. Like the Eagles were slowing the tempo of the game down. The Patriots were going up, and they were either going up the field quickly or just not moving. So it's like that's not really the way. Like the Commanders beat us by controlling the clock, and the Patriots just couldn't pull that off.
That's all.
But yeah, man, like it was an interesting week 1 game, man. Like I did a preview for this game and I talked about a lot of this shit to where like we had to get this game right. Even though the Patriots aren't as good as us, we had to get this game right. I talked about the cover 1 shit. I talked about other shit, but also like I mentioned, Leon was there for it. I mentioned that we had to run the ball to set the pass up, and it wasn't going to be the running backs. It had to be Hurts, and like our best moments came when Hurts was effective with his legs. But that's what it is, people. This game shows that it's delayed on Google, but that's cap because it's over. It's 40-0. The Cowboys beat that ass today. Yeah, it was a pretty eventful stream. Murtaza joined at the end. Yo, Murtaza, is there anything else you want to touch on, or are you good to go?
We better win. We must. We must win. We must have an amazing offensive performance against the Buccaneers. And we must not let that bum Baker Mayfield do us dirty.
100%. It makes sense. That I hear what you're saying. Yo, Murtaza, is there any other football you watched? Because I know like you talked about your game. Is there any football at 1:00 that you haven't had a chance to speak on that you would want to speak on?
Let me see. I watched the Falcons-Panthers game a lot. Just out of like curiosity, because as you guys know, I'm on Panthers hate watch, obviously, because I'm a Bears fan and we want the highest pick possible. And they had some decent signs. Like they were blocking well at the start, but that receiving core is dog shit. Like
Yeah.
it's actually ass.
It's really
Like,
bad. It's really bad.
The running game is not great either, and the Falcons' defense isn't good in my opinion. Like it's their offensive line and that shit that's good. They weren't even like able to do anything against them. Like,
Yo, you know what it was? The Falcons had such a hard time establishing any threat offensively that, like, sorry, in the passing game, that, like, yeah, the Falcons line is good and their backs are good, but yo, if you're going up against 8-man boxes consistently, it's not easy. It's not easy for anybody. So, like, that's the thing with the Falcons is the bar is not even fucking high. You just have to be like competent in your passing game and you'll open up enough opportunities for your running game to carry you, but they couldn't even do that, and that's a damn indictment because
they beat them by a lot.
Yep, the strength of the Panthers defense to me personally is their secondary, right? But their front seven isn't really all that. I like Brian Burns and Derek Brown a lot, but bro, that's not it otherwise. So, like, it shouldn't have been that hard to just be like, yo, we need to get Pitts going, or we need to get London going, or fuck it, I don't know, just like even get the screen game going. But nothing worked from a passing standpoint, so they just packed the box against the run, and it was not working. Jez, any stream from Monday Night Football? So not here. Potentially there will be a Sarcasm City NFL Talks, the other football show stream. We'll see. Monday night is our slot. If there's no stream on Sarcasm City, maybe I'll do it. But I'll let you know in the chat, in the group chat, if I do. But yeah, is there anything else?
Nah, other than that, no. I think the Ravens looked a bit shaky. I thought the Texans actually looked decent. They weren't that bad. As bad as I thought they would.
100%. That was the takeaway I actually like stuck with from that game. But yo, like me and Peter were talking about it earlier. There was so much sloppy football today. Like today, it felt like nobody was ready for the regular season, and that's a product of having shortened preseasons and just generally like less intense training camps, because that is a league-wide trend that the Eagles are just a little bit extra about. But yeah, man, sloppy football. I think anybody who played a team that's worse than them, the advantage was for the lesser team. So like I was comfortable. Like for example, on my preview stream for these games, I picked the Browns and the Bucks to win, but it's like those are just two teams I don't really feel like the highest on at all. But yo, the shittier teams all had the advantage. They all had the advantage in week one. Some of them took advantage of it, some of them didn't. But yeah, like the way Houston contended Baltimore, and the way the Cardinals played the Commanders, the way the Patriots played the Eagles, the way the Colts played the Jaguars, bro, all the lesser teams, they did like have a bit of an upper hand, and like they were in games that I didn't expect them to be in. I think Rams Seahawks is like, it's next level, because I still think the Seahawks are a better team, but the way the Rams beat the shit out of them.
Wait, the Seahawks lost?
Yeah, the Rams won 30-13.
What?
Yo, you want to hear some crazy stats? The Rams, Tutu Atwell had 119 receiving yards, and Puka Nacua had 119 receiving yards too. Puka Nacua had 10 catches on 15 targets. That motherfucker got Michael Thomas like priority in that offense, like Michael Thomas level targets. And yo, the Rams actually beat the shit out of the Seahawks, and they couldn't even run the ball, bro. The Rams averaged the Rams with running backs attempted 37 rushes for 81 yards. 37 for 81 is terrible, but Stafford actually cooked that secondary, which I don't understand. But bro, like I said, all the lesser talented teams all had the edge today, and different teams took advantage of it differently. But yeah, people, it's been a crazy week one. Was that? Oh, Jason, let me see. So yo, this is why the Rams had a few extra wins in the win column for the projection, because I was looking at it and I was like, yo, maybe they're not as bad as I thought they were. But like again, week one, it's early. We'll see. JSN had 3 catches for 13 yards on 5 targets.
Okay.
Gino was 16 for 26, 112 yards. Gino played like Jets Gino.
Yeah. I knew it, bro. He's a one season wonder. I knew it.
So yo,
you don't pay these average quarterbacks.
Yep. Yeah, bro, it's a really tough spot for Seattle. I don't know what to think about them. Like again, I'm not gassing the Rams for this result, but I might look at the Seahawks and be like, "Yo, how did you let this happen? Like this is a bit too ugly." Again, I saw a lot of ugly football from good teams. The Chiefs, the Eagles, the Ravens, the Bengals. A lot of good teams played bad football, but bro, that's a different level of bad. Getting beat 17 points in Seattle against a team that is mostly like first and second year players. That's a different level of bad. So we'll be having to keep an eye on Seattle, people. Quick look at the schedule for next week. Seattle, in need of a win, is going to be in Detroit. That is a tough spot for them. So Seattle could start 0-2. The Bengals play the Ravens in need of a win. That's a tough spot for them. They could start 0-2. Who else is here?
Who do the Rams play?
The Rams play. Yo, am I tripping? They play the Niners at home. Oh, that's raps. There's actually early odds out. The Niners are 7-point favorites on the road. So yeah,
wow.
That's projected to be a blowout. That's a damning indictment on Seattle that Vegas still thinks the Rams are dog shit.
Wow.
Bro, yes, they're not good on paper. They played a very good game on a football field today, but I think that's a really bad sign for Seattle. That's how I look at it.
Bro, I had the Rams for a sneaky, like, Drake May fucking pick, bro. Like, what?
Yo, they're gonna trick it off. It looks like. Yo, I got some early odds for the games next week. Eagles favorites by 7.5 against the Vikings. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So the Buccaneers are 3-point favorites against the Bears. So the context there is that 3 points is the default for home field. So basically, if the Bucks are 3-point home favorites, Vegas is looking at the Bears and the Bucks as equal teams, which I think is a little bit overly looking at the Bucks in week 1, because while the Bucks defense played well in week 1, their good veteran players are still there and still trying. That'll stop at some point this year, and that's when that team will get really bad. But I don't know. Maybe that'll start next week, maybe not. But right now, Vegas has the Bucks as 3-point favorites over the Bears. Vegas has the Packers as 1-point favorites on the road against the Falcons. The Texans are 1.5-point favorites against the Colts. So again, being a 1.5-point favorite at home means that Vegas actually rates the other team better. So that's interesting. Bengals 3-point favorites at home. So that means they rate the Ravens and Bengals evenly. Yeah. Shit. Broncos 3.5-point favorites against the Commanders. That shit's even. But yeah, the games next week should be interesting. I look forward to watching them. Look forward to covering them. So as usual, people, we're going to have a preview stream for the games at some point on the weekend. There'll be a separate preview stream for just the Eagles game. I'll be doing a watch along for the Eagles game on Thursday. There'll be a lot of content on this channel. Oh yeah. It's Vikings 0-2 time. We saw this exact game last year, Mataza. Week 2, primetime Kirk Cousins in Philly home opener. It's Run It Back Part 2 this year.
What was the score?
Last year, it was like 24-8, but it's just like the Eagles went up 24-0 in the first half and then just dicked around in the second half.
I want you to put it on him, man. Hey, Justin Jefferson, by the way, he looked miserable on the sideline. Like, did you see him after the game?
100%, yeah, but because he hooped and they lost to the Bucks, so he must be looking at it like, yo, if they didn't have me, this team would have got slapped by the Bucks. And why am I here on this team that's gonna get slapped by the Bucks? And yo, if they go 0-2, I mean, when they go 0-2 against Philly, it's gonna be ugly for that team.
Let's look at their schedule. Who do they have in week 3?
Let's see. The Vikings have the Chargers for week 3. That could be 0-3. And then the Panthers and the Chiefs. So that looks like 1-4 to me.
Yes.
and then they play Bears, Niners, Packers. Yo, that's tough because that's
Oh,
two
bro, if
divisional.
they split the division and lose to the Niners, that's what, 2-6?
That is 2-5, I believe. Hold up.
No, because they were
No, no, you're right. You're right. 2-6.
2-6.
Two and
Oh
six.
my god!
And then it's Falcons, Saints, Broncos. So that's a reasonable stretch. At
2-1.
2-6. Okay, so then that puts them at 4-7.
Yes.
4-7. Then they get the other Bears game, then a bye week, and then the Raiders. So let's say Bears Raiders is 1-1.
That's 5-8.
5-8, and then they finish the year with Bengals, Lions, Packers, Lions. That's a cool 1-3.
5-6.
So that's 6-11. That's 6. Yo, the Vikings are staring down 6-11. Like that could happen. Obviously,
you guys had them at 9-8, bro. You guys fucked it up.
Yo, here's the thing. That shit was like mentally exhausting to pick a whole season's worth of games. We just started picking teams. We'll do that properly a little bit later in the season and actually think about it when you have like the mind state to sit there and think about games. But yo, thinking about 17 weeks of games was not it.
Just put random shit. No. That makes sense. Also why I think the Bears will have like a couple more wins because they have the most rest in the NFL. So
that's in terms of like the rest advantage, in terms of like the other team will be on a short week, like 6 days, and you'll be on 7. Yeah. I know they keep track of that.
Thursday night games. We pretty much have 3 bye weeks. We have 2 Thursday night games, and obviously a bye week. And like the teams we play, it's like we have statistically the most rest in the NFL, and it's by a long shot. So
right.
And you know what the good thing is?
Yeah.
Whenever our bye weeks are. Like when we come off of a bye week, it's both two division games as well. So
okay, that's dope.
That's like huge for us. That's why I'm like pretty high. If we fucking establish Fields, man, we go into that draft with potentially, because if we miss out on the playoffs, we're getting 2 top 20 picks. And if we have our
two top 18 picks.
Yeah, 2 top 18 picks. And if we have our quarterback, bro, that's two like starters, one potential like superstar and one like really good starter. Like
100%.
We get a pass rusher and like a left tackle or something, bro. We're cool.
100%. And yo, people, when that happens, we're gonna be doing draft content here and free agency content. So all off-season streams the same way you're gonna get during the regular season. Shout out to the 6 people that are still tuned in with us. Definitely appreciate all you guys watching. Whether you're watching this live or on replay, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get this channel to be big. We're trying to get more fans to tune into this content of different teams. It'd be interesting to have different perspectives, but it's cool to have everyone here that we have right now. I think we're gonna wrap up now. I've been live for like 3.5 hours, so I'm cooked. But we're definitely gonna get back to this. You're probably gonna see us tomorrow, whether it's on Sarcasm City or here, because the game tomorrow is a good game. But yeah, man, tap in, subscribe, make sure you know when I'm going live. Like I said, the Sunday night live is cash every single game, regardless of how shit it is. Me and Peter went through the schedule. There's some very good games, there's some not so good games, but again, the same way today we just talked about football, we're gonna have a whole Sunday's worth of games to talk about every Sunday night. So the watch along is happening.
I'm back.
Hey, we were just checking out, but yo, I mean, that's amazing energy to come back to the stream with.
I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna come back 40 minutes ago, but my girlfriend called me.
Oh, that happens. We respect it, we understand it, but I was just telling people that. We were just talking about how like earlier in the stream we went through the Sunday night football schedule and saw that like there's some tough streams that I'm gonna have to get through. But like I said, the Sunday night streams, it's about the games that happen on the Sunday as well. So make sure you tune in because that's the consistent fixture on the channel. Thursday nights, potential sometimes. Monday nights, potential sometimes. We also have a show on Sarcasm City that you should tune into. NFL Talks, the other football show that as of right now is on the Kick, which we may be on tomorrow, but we may not be. I actually have no idea. But watch out for that.
No, we will. We haven't talked to Flawless, but the show will run tomorrow. It should.
Okay, the show must go on. So we will be doing that. Yo, Peter, would you think we'll do the show extended into the watch along or just the show?
I'll be honest, I got a fucking 6-a-side game. at 7:15 my time, so about halftime of the Monday Night Football game.
Dope. Okay.
So if you guys want to run the stream for that long, go for it. I just think that's a really long stream.
Yeah. True.
And like judging on how ass week 1 football has been in general,
that's true. That is
I don't
true.
want to do that.
Okay, I hear you also have a 6-a-side game, so like it would be us and not you regardless. But yeah, so just check us out on the Kick tomorrow. Again, stay tapped into our show there, stay tapped into the streams here. A lot of NFL content this year that on Sarcasm City you haven't always got before. So yeah, just make sure you guys stay tapped in, subscribe to the channel, like the videos. Stay tuned because there's a lot more content coming on this channel. You guys be easy. I'll catch you guys around.